Pascal. You are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild, Haitian in the building, so original. Got the haters catching feelings. Get your hands up to the ceiling and keep them held high. Cause St. Louis isn't ready. Forget about it, goodbye. Hold on, we just saying hi. Five somebody rise up. Weekdays, catch us live. Somebody, let's go.
Good afternoon, good morning, and good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Pascal Show. I hope you guys are all doing well out there. Man, day three, of the verdict watch. I mean, it's kind of day 2, but day 3 at the same damn time. But hopefully you guys are all doing it well out there. We are still waiting. We are still patiently, some of us patiently and some of us impatiently waiting for the verdict. Who is going to go home with the W? Johnny Depp or Amber Heard? That is still the question that everybody's asking right now. Man, and I cannot wait for the answer to come in and be done and be ready already. Let me tell you, I've been watching a whole bunch of live streams and just patiently waiting for this whole situation, trying to find out what's going on, trying to find out what is the verdict. The jury is still in there deliberating. I think they're coming back from their lunch break right now. But of course, I wanted to jump on and just say hello to everybody because obviously I am still watching it like a hawk, but I don't want to waste y'all's time watching a whole bunch of people recapping things we've already gone through countless times. There is something I do want to share with you guys that I thought would be interesting enough for us to listen to. There's an audio that has been recently leaked and all that while we wait for some sort of results. You see what I'm saying? So, in the meantime, listener, do me a favor before we go into anything. Please do me a favor. Hit that like button down below. Send those likes all the way up. That'd be greatly, greatly appreciated. Okay? And of course, do not forget to hit that subscribe button. I would really, 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 really appreciate that, okay? And let's get into some things, shall we? Because like I said, I'm gonna do this thing. We're gonna talk about this one particular audio as we wait. Because maybe after they come back from lunch, they'll have an answer for us. But I don't even know yet. Like I said, I've been patiently waiting on the sidelines, waiting, okay? And, of course, I'd rather come on here with something that is interesting enough to bring to you guys rather than just have you guys recap the trial, something that we've seen together as a family over and over and over again. You know what I mean? But I do have an audio that I'm going to show you guys here really quick. I want to show you a little bit from the Law and this other YouTube channel that's just basically streaming, getting ready, just patiently waiting for the results as well. So I wanted to hop on and show you guys a little bit of that. As you can see, people are still waiting. We're still waiting. Now there's speculation that things will be starting around, like we'll get the results tomorrow. A lot of people are thinking that tomorrow we will get the answer. And I don't know. Maybe we'll get it before end of workday today. And maybe what they're speculating is right. But let's take a listen to this really quick and see what everybody's saying here.
I think it was absolutely compelling. Again, like he has that one phrase that is where he said, "I've lost nothing short than everything." And I really kind of was moved by that. I think if I were on the jury, I would be moved by that. Again, the way he actually testifies with this low voice, he comes across as sincere, he comes across as endearing, and he comes across as broken.
Yeah, Linda, do you agree? Yeah, I actually do agree. I thought he was a much better witness than I thought he was going to be initially. I think the phrasing in terms of also when he started out, the jury has to be thinking that he said he was doing this for his children so they could know the truth. So I do think that he came across, in my opinion, if I were his attorney, I would be very happy with his testimony.
So let's butt this up against some testimony from Amber when she was on the stand, and she talked about all of the threats she's received during this trial.
Okay. And you see, all right, they out here, they've been doing this whole thing over and over and over again. And me personally, I'm sitting here going, okay, can we just hear the verdict? And I don't blame them. They're still doing what they need to do to get to keep people enticed, keep people that are waiting on the sidelines in anticipation, like myself, keeping them entertained, giving them a quick breakdown of what's been going down, what has happened over the past 6 weeks. It's been a long 6 weeks. Okay. I mean, even myself now, I've come down with a little bit of a cold, so I might sound a little funny right now, but even myself, I'm not feeling very well right now. And I'm trying to do my best to give you guys the story, give you guys what's going on, give you guys the updates and all that. And right now, they are still in that room deliberating, trying to figure out what they're going to decide to do. Okay. There is also another thing that I wanted to show you guys, because obviously there has been some questions about a few things. One of the questions was about Johnny Depp, or not Johnny Depp, I'm sorry. The jury was asking about a specific question. I guess it was a question on their questionnaire. And so I wanted to show that to you guys right quick as well. 1 second. Because it makes sense. And I can see why people are a little, maybe the jury there might be a little bit of a hiccup, a little pause right now. Let me just grab it really quick. Sorry, guys. Where the heck is it? Where is it? Maybe I have it here. Yep, I got it. All right. Here it is, real quick. All right, guys, here we go.
Afternoon. Oh, let me get you copies. We have a question. Copy who says? I only have 2 copies, so that's what go. Let me just read into the record the question. It's basically in regards to number C, items 1 and 3, and number C is a jury instruction on the finding instruction for the online article title. The question is, does question number 3, the statement is false, pertain to the headline, I spoke up against sexual violence and faced our culture's wrath, or does it pertain to the content of the statement, everything written in the op-ed? So I think the confusion came in this particular one because the statement in question is the title of the op-ed. So I think they're just confused as whether it's the whole op-ed or just the title is the statement. And it's clear that the title is the statement. So I was going to answer to say the title is the statement in question for number 3. Does that seem appropriate to everybody?
Which they've phrased as headline as opposed to title. But
Right, because the headline is the alleged defamatory statement. So I can say the statement is the headline, and not the entire op-ed. Is that what you want me to say? All right.
Thank you.
The statement is the headline, not the entire op-ed. All right. I will send that back to them
And just so we're clear,
That's
Your Honor,
fine.
the wording would be what again?
I can give you the copy of this one. Okay, it says the statement is the headline, not the entire op-ed. Everybody's,
Just give me a second.
okay. Well, while we're waiting for that, and Mr. Chu, I did get your motion. I'm not ignoring you, but I am kind of ignoring you because since the jury has the case now and it's out of my hands, I appreciate your motion, but I'm not going to entertain it at this time, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
Just, can I have one moment, Your Honor? Just want to.
She ain't having it. She's like, just get it done so we can get this trial over with. All right. So now this to me shows that this is obviously this jury is, and this is not Leah R. This happened yesterday. This whole thing happened yesterday. And I guess it was something I missed yesterday while we were looking at old videos and looking at old moments and all that. Excuse me, guys. Struggling here a lot. Okay. But this was what happened yesterday. They were looking at this particular question that was on the questionnaire for the jury. And basically they were saying, hey, does this headline mean it? Does it mean the whole entire op-ed, or does this mean just the title itself? Which makes sense. It makes total sense that they would get there and start asking that question and getting technical about every single question, because every question that they have to answer lies on if Johnny Depp gets to walk away with this, or Amber Heard gets to walk away with this. So I understand what the jury's doing. It shows to me that the jury's not dumb and they're taking what they're doing very, very seriously. The other thing too, though, that I will point out here as well, shows that they care, because if they really didn't care, they would have been back before the end of the end of work day on Friday, when they did their closing statements and let them go into the room to deliberate. So the fact that they're still here and talking these things over, to me, shows that they really care. They want to get it right, and they want to get the right answers. Now, obviously me, I'm going, okay, with everything that we've seen, to me, this looks like, hey, it's a wrap. To me, it should be an open and shut case. But there are very specific questions that they have to answer within this questionnaire that are, I can see, being very, you have to look through them with a fine-tooth comb to make sure that these things are fair. Also, I will say this, though, too, that I think that there's a split going on within the jury. This is why they're still deliberating. I think that they're looking at certain things and they're looking at it in a very technical way. There are still some Team Amber, Team Heard people in the jury that want Amber Heard to walk away with a W. And I think there's a lot of people that are still Team Johnny that still want Johnny Depp to walk away with it. So I think that's one of the things that they may be fighting over or discussing over. Maybe not fight, but discussing over. Okay. But real quick, I got a super chat. Irish Marie, thank you so much for the 5. AH brought all this on herself. There's no one to blame but her. Anything negative coming her way is deserved. She is a dangerous individual. Absolutely. That's our opinion, right? From what we saw. And you got to remember, though, too, man, I'm on the struggle bus today. You got to remember this, too, though, guys. Let's be real. Some of these jurors are not on social media like that. Some of them may, and even so, even the people that are on social media, okay, may not know what the hell's going on. There's plenty of people all over the corners of the world that are sitting on their social media, busy taking selfies and checking out video games and movie reviews, but don't know anything about this trial. Okay. Even the ones that walked in watching this trial. All right. A lot of people didn't know anything about this situation until they started watching it. So I do feel that there are a lot of people like myself that walked into this situation completely one-sided, that may have been watching this now and have changed their minds. I think it's the same thing with the jury. I don't think all of them have been watching this like as intensely and before the trial started, like a lot of other people have. So you got to put that into consideration as well. Some of these jurors don't know anything, maybe they don't know everything. Maybe they know enough. Okay. Maybe they know enough to know that there's a defamation trial going on, a countersuit and a defamation lawsuit and a counter defamation lawsuit of $100 million between two ex-lovers, two ex-spouses. And that's all they know. And they sit there and they're watching it unfold right in their faces. And that's it. You see what I'm saying? And they all have their own bias. They all do. Every single juror. Some are there sitting there going, I don't care what Johnny Depp says. What he did was terrible and he's abusive, and vice versa. So you got to remember that some of these people may be stuck in their ways, and maybe some have swayed. Some may have changed their minds. You see what I'm saying? So there's just some things you have to put in consideration with this jury, which can be very frustrating. Because, of course, for us who are watching this, who have been living through this ish, we know for a fact we definitely feel some type of way about all this. We already know who should be walking home with the bag, with justice, their own version of justice, right? But unfortunately, the jury is not dumb. And they are all completely different individuals that all have their own specific opinions about what they saw that transpired in that courtroom. So now we have to sit back and we have to honor the intelligence of the jury. We just have to, unfortunately. All right. And I appreciate y'all being so kind. I really do appreciate it. I really, really do. After I got done with the show yesterday, I completely shut down and just started getting really, really sick. So, and no, it's not the vid. Don't worry, it's not the vid. It's just a really bad head cold. Okay, it's just rocking my world. And we've been going hard in the paint with this trial. I think everything just kind of caught up with me, and I'm sure once I get a good night's rest, I'll be a-okay in the morning. But and I'd rather be here struggling with you guys talking about this than not talking to you guys about this at all. So, and of course, I don't want to miss out on the damn verdict, if there is a verdict. But right now, what we know, okay, is that the jury's inside. They're deliberating. And rightfully so. For me, I know in the very beginning, I wanted them to be running out, like running in and out and being like, we know the answer. You know what I mean? The jury finds such and such guilty and just keep it moving. But the thing is that the questionnaire that they have is very specific, and there's many questions that they have to answer for both sides of the fence, for both sides, for both Johnny and for Amber Heard. So I could see this being very difficult for them to sit here and look at this. You know what I mean? And go through every single question with a fine-tooth comb and making sure that they are all 9 of them, if I'm correct, all of them are looking at this and answering truthfully and honestly. So we got to sit back and wait and see. Period. We just got to sit back, wait and see. And it's just frustrating. Like I said, it's frustrating because I know that there's, and let me say this really quick too. Shout out to the other people out here that are streaming 8 hours every day with no verdict at the end of it. I will say that. I'll give them a huge shout out because I see a bunch of guys out here in the law tube and in the non-law tube realm that are streaming every single day 8 hours long waiting for a verdict. I'm telling you, I don't know how they fill up their time with no verdict, but I commend them with the fact that they're dedicating their time with all this. But I guarantee you, I'll say this, I'm hoping that by end of workday tomorrow, we get an answer. I could be completely wrong, though, fam. I could be completely wrong. But I am very hopeful that we get an answer by the end of workday tomorrow. And if that happens, we have to know, rest assured, that the jury did their job to the fullest extent. Real talk. And we can't be super angry about it. We just got to, or we're happy about it, whichever side you guys sit on. We have to know that they still sat through this and deliberated and talked about this and maybe argued and whatever about this. So we'll see. But at least they're doing their job. I will say this. Now, there is something that I wanted to share with you guys because this was something that I found very interesting. Somebody's messaged this to me on Instagram. So thank you guys so much for keeping me in the loop and just, send me some things. Now, I know this has to do with some evidence that was in the trial, but I thought it was very interesting to share, interesting enough to share with you guys. Now, there's a unedited now audio that is recently leaked on the altercation, not the altercation, but the argument that they had in San Francisco. Now, this is the moment where AH was literally, what's the word? Breaking her own restraining order, wanting to see Johnny Depp and trying to make things cool with Johnny Depp. So I wanted to share this with you guys because I saw that this was going on, and I was like, you know what? I want you guys to hear this as well, because I think you guys should hear this one. But real quick, Ann Bergstedt, of course, she's responding to Cobra. But I heard that Joe Rogan was like, he wanted to see the end of this story being Johnny Depp hooking up and getting into a relationship with Camille Vasquez, and then they kind of ride off into the sunset together. That is something that a lot of people are talking about as of late, and there's no one's confirmed or denied if they're even together. But hey, talk about a woman who's holding it down and defending this dude. You know what I mean? But anyway, I digress. This is literally the audio in which he says in it, "You'll never see my eyes ever again." He's like, "You want me to take off my glasses? You'll never see my eyes ever again." This is after she has already filed a restraining order, had already started to talk about him out there in these streets. He even says in this audio, "Hey, you need to tell your dogs to back down. Stop attacking me. Leave me alone." And this is the woman, she herself is literally going to his place and violating her own restraining order just so she can talk to him. And it's insane because she sits there and she's asking him, "Oh, please hug me, please, la, 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 la." It's insane. It's absolutely insane, y'all. Okay. Dory McNulty, thank you so much for the 10. Please feel better, Pascal. Please feel better soon, Pascal. You need rest and rejuvenation. Yes, I really, really do. I really, really do. That's why I was hoping that we were going to have an answer by Friday so I could use this week to kind of get my life back in my regularly scheduled life back in order, and I could get some rest that I feel like I rightfully deserve. But hey, they're still out here They're still in that room deliberating. So we are going to push through and we are going to watch this until I am hoping to the sweet baby Jesus that the answer is at least done tomorrow. Just saying. Thank you, Rocky. I really do appreciate it. So I hope that we get the verdict very, very soon. Okay, but let's take a listen to this this audio. It's not super long, you know, but it's interesting enough for us to listen to. All right, and I see a bunch of y'all starting to file in. Good afternoon, good afternoon, good evening, and good morning to every single last one of y'all. I appreciate you spending your time over here on this show. If you can, please do me a favor. Hit that follow button, okay? If you're watching on Facebook, hit that follow button on Facebook. Hit that follow button on Twitch. And, of course, hit that subscribe button on my YouTube channel. It would be greatly, greatly appreciated. And do not forget to hit that like button down below. Send it past 600 likes on YouTube. That would really, really mean a lot, okay? But here's the audio. I figure you guys would like to hear this. Thank you, Ann, for the 5. I really do appreciate it. And, you know, kind of use this just to kill some time, but also listen to this so we actually have so we know a little bit more background information, because it is very, very interesting. And hopefully, maybe during this stream, we find out if we have a verdict or not, you know, because this is the day that I'd rather be wrong. You know what I'm saying? I'd love to hear by the end of today the verdict, right? I think we all are in agreement on that, but we haven't heard anything yet. So let's take a listen to this. San Francisco, this is the uncut audio recording where she violates her own restraining order on Johnny Depp just so she can see him. It's insane. Take a listen.
It's all right, Amber. It's all right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Is that what they're telling you to say?
No, I'm saying I'm sorry because you're
I was
right.
sitting
You're
on the
always
couch.
Right. You're always right.
Okay, so are you.
Listen, this seems to be going just fucking great, Collins. We're doing so well. Call the dogs off.
Welcome to the family, Andrea. Thank you so much for becoming a member. Thank you. Yes.
Let's see what we can work out
Thank
here.
you.
Which doesn't seem promising, but
They're manipulating. All lawyers are manipulating you.
yeah, I'll have a look. I'll have a look and I'll show her. Okay. All right.
Wow. Hold on, I gotta pause this really quick. Allegedly, the jury is I guess Sarah's saying this. Thank you, Sarah Mansfield. She heard this from Popcorn Planet. Shout out to Popcorn Planet, by the way. But allegedly, they're saying the jury is closed according to Popcorn Planet. So hopefully, dagnabbit, hopefully that's the damn truth. Man, let's go. You know what I mean? I got a couple. Okay, one real quick. Andrea, again, thank you so much for becoming a member. Welcome to the family. Well, I have that join button down below. By all means, go and check it out. I also have that merch. Got a whole bunch of Amber Heard, Johnny Depp themed t-shirts and designs and all that. Please go check that stuff out if you're interested in that. I got a super chat I want to grab real quick. Leela, thank you so much for the 10. I have daughters, but if I had a son, I would be so scared that a woman that like this came across. Absolutely. I'd be terrified. I'd have to have a real sit down, a real conversation with my son and tell him to run as quickly as he can. You know what I mean? But let's listen to this.
I'll forward it to her. I'll forward it to her so she can work on it.
This one.
Man, I'm sorry. We gotta pause this for a second. According to the DUI guy, he just tweeted saying the verdict is in. He just said the verdict is in. I'm checking here too to see if they said anything.
The courthouse now, and Jeanette, what are you hearing?
You know, Stacey, just in the last few minutes during that commercial break, I got word from a reliable source that the verdict had been reached. We had been telling you.
Yo, verdict has been reached. Hold up, y'all. Hold up. I'm going to grab this. Sorry, we will listen to this a little bit later. I am so sorry for doing that to you guys. Perfect timing. I will say that.
It's right outside the courthouse now, and Jeanette, what are you hearing?
Let's hear it.
You know, Stacey, just in the last few minutes during that commercial break, I got word from a reliable source that the verdict had been reached. We had been telling you since last Friday that Judge Ascarati said there would be an hour's notice for that verdict, okay? So it is right now, let's look, 1:32 on my Apple Watch, 1:32, and she said it would be an hour from the top of the hour. So it's 1:32, so we go to 2 o'clock. We go up to that hour at 3 o'clock, and that is when the verdict will be read in this case. It's just about 13 hours of deliberation or so. So the jury has reached a verdict. We do not have a hung jury. Gene Rossi was saying we would get a verdict. I think some people thought there was a possibility of a hung jury, but there were a lot of legal experts I spoke with, and even an attorney earlier today who stopped by the tent, who I met at dinner last night, and he's been practicing here in Virginia for decades, and he told me there will be a verdict in this case. He did not believe that there would be a hung jury.
Yeah, I mean, Gene thought it might take longer. Sorry, Gene, but Linda and Janine, they hit it. They said today, you know, Dan Abrams, who runs this network, he said he thought there would be a verdict today. And so here we are with the verdict halfway through the day, which again will be read live at 3 o'clock. You know, I just turned around. There's been media camped out all day. Everyone's been sort of hanging out in the shade. It's hot and humid, as we've been saying. Well, look, in the last few minutes since we found out there was a verdict, I have seen a lot of scrambling. Everyone's getting in position. Everyone's getting to their cameras. Look, nothing's going to happen outside in the next few minutes in terms of anyone speaking, but we're going to start to see more people showing up. We know the Depp team is inside. We know some members of the Heard team are inside. As we've been reporting, we have heard from sources Amber Heard is going to be here for the verdict, so perhaps she is on his way. Now, Gene, how do you think things are going to change out here in the next hour and a half as we get ready for the verdict?
Well, you're going to see more cars than cameras. I'll tell you that right now. Before, it was the opposite. I got to say, it's going to be total chaos. I'm just thinking, what was the jury going through? And actually 13 hours is a decent amount of time. I did think it would be Friday, but I'm wrong. But I was right about the verdict coming and no hung jury. I really, if I had to bet money, this is good for Johnny Depp. But we'll see.
Linda, your hot take on that? Is this good for Johnny Depp 13 hours into the game here?
I think so. I think it's good for, it's one of two things, either good for Johnny Depp or they just said, we're throwing our hands up in the air, neither of you win. But I think it's good for Johnny Depp with that question we had yesterday about the headline.
Yeah, let's talk about Johnny Depp for a second, because we've also been opining, is he going to stay in the UK and perform? Is he going to be back? I'm going to take a guess and say he's probably not going to be here, and that's okay. The judge said the defendants didn't have to be present for this, you know, but my guess is he was on stage last night once again with Jeff Beck at the Royal Albert Hall. We know Jeff Beck has more shows coming up. I saw a bunch of stuff on Twitter, some paparazzi photos of him leaving a hotel today, you know, with the time difference, with the time travel, even with the private jet. I'm going to guess he's not going to be here, but we just don't know for sure. And Jeanette, do you want to weigh in?
You know, in my heart of hearts, here's the deal. So I think it's not a great look if he's not here. He did the show last night at Royal Albert Hall. Johnny Depp, I would assume, flies privately. I think we heard testimony to that effect, that he flies on private jets. And I did some kind of like internet sleuthing about private jets and the flights from London to DC the other night. So in theory, he could have taken a private jet last night after the show. And remember, there's a 5-hour time difference between Virginia and London. And he could take that jet and then be back and go back. Obviously, he wouldn't know when the verdict was going to happen, but he could theoretically take a jet here, get here in between 6 and 7 hours, be here for a verdict, and then get back on it and get back to the UK for the Thursday night show with Jeff Beck.
I'm sure
which
he's
is
done worse.
scheduled. So, to our knowledge, we have no clue if Johnny Depp is coming. So.
I don't know if he's going to be there or not. There's speculation that he's not going to be there at all, but we got to see what happens here. I got a couple super chats I missed here. So I want to make sure I get those really, really quick while everybody's talking about the verdict is officially in. The verdict is in. Okay, guys, the verdict is in. It won't be until 2:00. So we got an hour and 22 minutes to kill, basically, to do whatever before the verdict is officially in. That is some really crazy, crazy stuff. I'm curious, guys. Do you think it's too short? Do you think it was too long of a deliberation? And I'll start there. Do you think it was too long? Do you think it was too short? Let me know what your thoughts are on that. You know, do you think it was just a good amount of time? Let me know what your thoughts are. You know, Kathy Bennett, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Feel better soon. Hashtag Team Johnny. Yes, I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the support. Yeah, I don't know what happened, but as soon as I got done with the show yesterday, my whole body just completely shut down. I feel 110% better than I did last night, but I'm still not 100% yet. You know what I mean? I already just showed this, but Zoe, yes. Oh my God, moment of truth. Yes. I'm so anxious. Come on, fam. Yeah. I mean, you know, I think everybody's on pins and needles wanting to find out what really is going to happen, what the verdict is going to be. You know, let me get this other super chat. Nope. Oh, that's Zoe again. My hands are literally shaking. LOL, Team Pascal. Yes, I know a lot of us are nervous, right? And I think that's the reason why. You know, I hopped on. I was like, you know what? I got to jump on here, regardless, because you know, I was like, I can't not be on. You see what I'm saying? I can't not be on when I just covered this for months. It feels like for weeks, actually. You know what I mean? So I felt like, you know what? I got to get on here and chop it up with you guys, you know, and talk about all this. Did I miss one here? I feel like I missed a super chat. Where the heck is it? I must have missed it. It disappeared on me so fast. Dag nabbit. Where did it go? I guess I missed it, guys. I'm sorry. Oh, there it is. Kim Showers. Thank you so much to the 5. Yes. Now you get some well-deserved rest. Yes. You know, and I'm not faking it. I'm not faking it. I don't know if you could tell in my face. I'm not feeling that great. I mean, I'm not contagious or anything, but I'm just hurting. You know what I mean? But I was hurting a lot worse yesterday. After we got done with the show, woo! I was in pain. I was in a lot of pain. Berenice, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Team JD, don't forget to hit the like button. Yes, please, guys. Hit that like button, whether you are Team JD or Team AH. You see what I'm saying? If you just appreciate the coverage, all right? Been trying to do my best here to give you guys the information and the conversations and the stories that you need of your day. And this is the moment we've all been waiting for. This is the moment we've all been walking towards, y'all. So we got a little bit over an hour. All right. We got an hour and 20 basically to kill. So in the meantime, I want to play a little bit of this just to see what they have to say here right quick. Sweet Indigo, I wish that I was there to see Johnny's face and Amber's face when the jury makes the decision. Now, here's the thing. And thank you so much, Sweet Indigo, for being a member for the past 8 months. That's incredible, guys. That's absolutely incredible. I really do appreciate you coming on and just supporting this channel and supporting me. Thank you. I got to keep the lights on somehow. And, you know, that light bill ain't cheap. You feel me? Okay. So I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yeah. Bud and breakfast. Yeah, man. Michael Walker, man, I told you guys I would take a little bit of a break. And that's a lie. I just won't be streaming 8 hours a day. You see what I'm saying? I won't be doing that. But there's so many other stories that we need to talk about that I will be talking to you guys about. I can't not let those stories sit idly by. We need to bring awareness to a lot of different stories. If you're not following me on Twitter, please do so right now. Follow me on Twitter, the Pascal Show, one word. Okay, I've been posting a lot of articles on there and some updates and all that. Also, you can find more stuff. I'm putting out in some more exclusive stuff over on Patreon. Join my Patreon, patreon.com/the Pascal Show. Just more deep dives and more articles and more video clips from things that I can't put on, say, my Instagram or on Twitter. But I am putting those things on to Patreon for my members over there. So please join. The ticker has my information. And of course, I got the Cash App. Of course, I gotta throw that out there because that's how I keep the lights on. You know what I mean? Diego's Human, thank you so much for the 20. I really do appreciate it. Great channel. Feel better. Thank you. It's funny. I didn't think I was going to be doing this as much, but I have been drinking a lot of chicken noodle soup like I'm a kid again. It's crazy, but it's been doing wonders. I'm not going to lie. It's been doing wonders. All right. So thank you guys so much for your support. I really, really do appreciate it. Okay, guys. But yes, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay. 2 Central. Yes, Scott Darnell. Damn right. All you Midwesterners, all you Central, Middle America people. It's it'll be 2 p.m., 3 p.m. Eastern, like Nancy just said. And somebody else said 12 Pacific. And that is absolutely correct as well. That's what Ann just said. Boom. 3 Eastern, 12 Pacific. So literally an hour and 15 minutes away from now, the verdict will be dropped. Just so you guys know. Okay. So, and Dory, I love you back. Okay. I love all y'all back. Okay. And yes, Darkest. Absolutely. Okay. 20 hour in the UK. All right. So thank you, Cobra. Thank you, everybody. I do appreciate everybody putting in their 2 cents on their remedies of curing some head colds. But I'm okay. I'm still alive. I'm still here and I can at least talk. After I did that show yesterday, I couldn't even talk. I just laid on the couch and I didn't move. I could not talk to save my life. And this is what I do for a living, is talking. So when this goes out, it's bad news. It's really, really bad news. And I'm just not happy. I'm just in a lot of pain. Okay. So yes, Mercedes, the verdict is in officially, Mercedes. All right. One of my favorite cars, by the way, Mercedes. All right. Is officially been brought in. They will be making the announcement, or they will be they'll be doing the announcement in about an hour and 15 minutes from now. So if you're excited about it, definitely you're going to want to stick around and be a part of the conversation for all this. So here it is, guys. While we wait, because we got some time, and of course we're still on this subject. What's crazy is there is something real quick I wanted to bring up. Hold on. What is her name? Okay. Well, it's something completely different, which I will be talking to you guys about here in a second. Kelly Jackson, thank you so much for becoming a member. Thank you so very much. Thank you. I really, really do appreciate it so much. Thank you. Now, I don't know if you guys know anything about this, but there was a shooting that happened at a graduation over the weekend, which is also just heartbreaking and absolutely insane. We're not going to talk about it here, but this is just something I wanted to bring up. 2 people were injured. A person had died due to this shooting that happened for a high school graduation at a university, at Xavier University. That was absolutely freaking insane. I will say that. There's also a woman, pregnant woman, that was shot 5 times. She was an unarmed, pregnant woman that was being detained, and she was shot 5 times. Now, that's something, like I said, on my channel, I talk about a lot of different things. But those are the stories that I cover on this channel. And then some, of course, the Johnny Depp stuff and all that too. So if it's something that grabs your attention, tugs at you a little bit, then you definitely want to hit that subscribe button. I talk about pop culture, to the quirky, all the way to the controversial and serious. I talk about it, everything on this channel. So I just want to make sure you guys know that, so you're not left in the dark on the things that are going on around the country and also going around in the world. Okay. But anyway, I digress. I wanted to bring up this video, this audio. This is, of course, we have the verdict. The verdict is in. We won't find out about the verdict until about an hour and 10 minutes from now. So we do have a little bit of time to kill. So I wanted to run this audio. This is when they were in San Francisco, where she's breaking her own restraining order against Johnny Depp. Okay, again, she's breaking her own restraining order against Johnny Depp just so she can see him. But he's trying to use this opportunity to go, hey, babe, Amber, tell your dogs to back off. Tell your people to stop. It doesn't have to go like this. We could do this in an amicable way. We could be civilized human beings. And then she talks. So I wanted to play that for you guys. Like I said, verdict is on in about an hour and 9 minutes from now. We are going to be talking about that, and we are going to be watching it together as a family. But let's take a look at this. Take a listen to this. It just exposes more. It exposes more between the dynamics of their relationship. So let's take a listen. We're already kind of in a few minutes, but let's listen to some more now.
I'm trying to say that. It just doesn't. They've got her fucking brainwashed. Listen, man. If the cops bust in here.
They're not going to.
Or the cops.
They're not going to.
They will if your
They're not
attorneys
go-
think that I'm breaking the restraining order.
My attorneys know.
Really, or do it.
My attorneys know that you are here. They have known for over 24 hours. Okay?
Yeah.
If they wanted to call the cops, not only would they lose me as their client, but yes, they would. Not only I would fire them. And yes, I would.
Okay.
Do you doubt me?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then why am I here at all?
What do you need to do? Start with the other attorney.
Yeah. I would not allow my attorneys to do that to you. They would lose their client, and also they could have already done that.
You wouldn't allow your attorneys to do that.
I
to me,
would.
but you did allow them to do that.
All right, fine. Keep talking to your lawyers. It's going really good. We're having them whisper in your ear while talking to your wife. Ex-wife. No, I mean, it's going really well. I think our conversations have definitely improved now that you have them in your ear. I'm telling you that there are no cops here. You've done more illegal drugs in this room that should be way, 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 way more concerning to you if you're all Mr. Law all of a sudden. Are you kidding me? The bag of cocaine you just took into the bathroom about an hour ago? You don't think that is illegal? That's illegal, Johnny. Do you think if you're so worried about the law?
Well, the cops told me that.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Are you worried about the cops? No, you're not fucking worried about the cops. And my lawyers are certainly not. They could have called the cops yesterday when we met all day yesterday, but they didn't. They didn't. They didn't. Did they call the cops? Can your lawyers hear me now? Did they call the cops? No, they didn't.
I think they can hear you pretty well.
Good. No one called the cops yesterday. And no one called the cops today.
Can you stop being so irrational?
How is it irrational? I am speaking very rationally. If you're worried about legality, if you're worried about your liability, right? Then you would not have a pound of cocaine in your bag. And if you're worried about my lawyers, I don't know how much you have.
And you shouldn't.
Exactly. But if my lawyers wanted to call the cops, they could have done it yesterday. How is that not a rational statement?
I think your delivery is maybe.
Yeah, my delivery is unpleasant, but my delivery has nothing to do with the context of what I'm saying.
Your delivery might
Be
just
harsh.
spurn another fight. Is that what you want?
Oh.
Another fight?
Can't be the words that you say.
We cannot be in the same fucking room together.
Because of the TRO, because of the restraining order. They cannot be in the same space at the same time because of the TRO, the restraining order that she filed against him. Remember the video and the photos and all that where she has the bruise on her right cheek and she's walking out all like damsel in distress and ish? This is literally what she did. She went into the courthouse and filed for that. And then now she's in his condo trying to get all. What is she doing there? What is she doing there? It's insane, y'all.
Hence why we're getting divorced.
I'm hanging out. I'm leaving. I don't know what this fucking girl is doing. Her attorneys are obviously fucking angels. I'm just really looking out for her best needs. And they don't want to drag this out at all for money.
I keep saying they want to end it. We all want to end it. We all want to end it, Johnny Depp. We all want to end it. We all want to end this. You're the one who won't end it.
But really? I'm the one who won't end it? You want me to put you back on the phone with these guys, or you just don't want to talk to them again?
I don't think it's prudent.
Wouldn't be prudent in this juncture. Wow. That's what I think too, live and learn. That's why he's so paranoid in this audio.
Guys, later. I gotta go to sound check. All that shit. They're open rape and the show. All right. Speak to you guys in a bit.
No kidding, Brittany.
Next time you speak to me, I'll be dead.
Does she though?
All right, bye, girls. Thank you. Love you. Wow.
Yes, Sharon's spiritual space. Exactly. Wouldn't be prudent.
I don't. I love you. Why do you hate me so much? Why do you hate me so much? Why do you hate me so much? All yesterday?
Depressed from the last 3.5 months.
Why do you hate me so much?
Read it.
You allowed me to be called equally terrible names by half the world as well, and yet I'm here because I love you. And is this how you want to end this meeting? You asked me to sit down and stay.
End this meeting. You were fucking.
Well, you said sit down. You said sit down. I sat down. I thought you were calling to say to them, call the dogs off, and it doesn't sound like that's what you did.
I said the words. Call the dogs off. Call the dogs off. I can't use Marty Singer anymore.
Yeah, you shouldn't. He's fucking crooked.
Is he crooked? How'd you find that out?
I knew it before anyway.
You knew before anyway.
It's fucked up.
He's fucked up because why? He found Whitney selling shit to People magazine.
He didn't find it. I mean, well.
You hear that?
He didn't find it.
He said Whitney was selling ish to paparazzi. I'll roll that back. Yo. Like I said, Whitney's in cahoots with Amber. And maybe she's doing it out of fear. She may be doing it out of love because it's her sister. She's trying to hold it down for family. As I said, family over everything. But at the same time, she also, I think, is terrified of her sister, Amber. Amber's vicious, man. This is what, at least what I've seen real quick.
You shouldn't. He's fucking crooked.
Hear this again.
How'd you find that out?
I knew it before anyway.
You knew before anyway.
It's fucked up.
He's fucked up because why? He found Whitney selling shit to people in magazines.
He didn't find it. I mean, well, I don't know. Whatever. He didn't find anything. Remember, we couldn't find out who did. Remember? We tried to find it.
No, we knew who did.
Are you talking about with
Whitney when she sold her fucking wedding off to people in magazines?
Oh, yeah, but she didn't sell it to people. She didn't admit it to people. She did not admit to selling anything.
She admitted to us. She's not going to admit to selling it.
Everything. God, can we fight about one last thing, please? Please.
Hey man,
Can we sit
I
down?
love you so much.
Can we sit down?
You have. Did I fucking scream when your goddamn attorney was on the phone? Would you like me to fucking scream while your attorney's on the phone? I'd like to. But I didn't. But you did.
Yeah,
Thanks for your sorry.
You have me screaming. It's like.
Welcome to the family embrace, Smith. Thank you.
The end all be all,
Well,
sort of offensive thing. You can throw a punch, screaming is okay. You can headbutt somebody screaming, but don't scream.
I headbutted you on the fucking
Couldn't believe you did that.
forehead.
You,
That doesn't break me out.
I don't know if you were romance. I don't think you did. I don't think you broke it.
Don't think I broke. I didn't touch it.
Oh, please, you didn't touch it. You
It
don't
wasn't
know.
on your nose.
Just like you didn't throw a phone at my face, right? You don't know.
I didn't throw a phone at your face.
You're,
You know what?
You're
Here's the deal.
delusional.
We were never going to sell this. We're never going to sell this because you are too fucking stubborn and you are too full of yourself to fucking make it work.
I need
And
to
we
change
can never make it
I
work.
need to change my flight, okay?
We will never, ever fucking. We're done. I gotta go. So,
I have to leave too.
goodbye. Waste. You wasted my fucking life. No. No, you're fucking hug. Get it from Elliot Spitzer, whoever that fucking tit is.
You did it for Michelle.
I will. No! No! You love me?
I do love you.
Yeah, you're showing it real well.
I love your friends.
You love
And
something.
remember when we talked yesterday
I
about
don't know what you fucking love, but you don't fucking love me.
I used to love you so much.
That you used to. You know what?
I loved you so much.
Well, keep it in past tense, kid. Oh, write it off as a mistake. Mistake.
Would you like this? Is this
Oh.
how you want it to end?
I don't want to.
Is this how you want it to end? I don't understand. Is this what you want?
No. Oh, no, a hug will save it all.
I
All
just
this,
don't know.
all this, everything we just
I
went
just wanted to touch you.
through. Really? After all this shit you just
I
said?
just wanted to give
After
you
all
a
this
hug.
shit
I
you
just
fucking
yes,
accused me of, you
yes,
want to
please,
touch me?
please stop, please.
Fucking,
Please stop.
you're fucking nuts.
Please, I just wanted to hug you and
No.
say bye. I didn't want it to end
No,
bad.
we did that last night. It's fine. That was good enough.
No.
No, because I'm nothing to you. And I will always be nothing to you.
Calm. Calm.
Well, you're not my shrink.
Your hurts my heart. Please just calm my heart.
No. No, it's your own fucking heart.
Oh, no, Nick, please, seriously, please.
No, we'll never see each other again.
Please,
We will never. Don't take my fucking glasses off.
please.
You don't like fucking looking at not my fucking eyes? You will not see my eyes again. Okay, thanks. Touch me. Yeah, right.
Can I say something real quick? She clearly is the one who recorded this. Okay? She clearly recorded this. There's more. We're going to play the rest of it. We're only halfway through this ish. It's painful to listen to, and it's ridiculous. Because obviously you can see like the dynamics of the relationship. She's the aggressor. That's what it seems like. But she does it in such a, I just want to hold you and stuff like that. At least this is what I see. This is my perspective. But the one reason why I stopped this recording for a second is she's the one who's actually recording this. What was she trying to accomplish by recording this? He doesn't want anything to do with this woman. He wants to be far away from this woman. Why would you go out of your way to record this mess? It makes no bloody sense at all, y'all. It makes no sense. This man is broken. She broke this man. Why is she recording this ish? Unless she wants to use it so she could sell it.
Touch me. Like that. Feel my heart. Yeah. So wound up, maybe? Is it slightly wound up? Is it? No, it's too deep. No. You know what I mean? Only the other two. I had the worst of the last I've ever seen.
Are you trying to hurt me now? Is it because I'm
Yes. Not on for another hour, y'all. Verdict is read in an hour. 1 hour. We will be watching it live.
Maybe in about 20 years, there's the only time we can do it.
Can just move glasses for me? And I feel like I from me.
You want to do it? We're going through a divorce. We're going to be divorced.
We can reverse. Haven't we?
No.
How can we kill that? I don't know if we can do anything more. Not if our lawyers whisper there. If the guy's going to change some. My heart. Oh, God, I'm having a heart attack. Please. It's okay. It's okay, right?
I used to find it. Wait till that late spits you get a fucking
I don't want to bring up her show, but I will every time if you could keep me.
Let's talk about it. Show my problem.
Mm-hmm.
We have better proof. I hate you. Do you want to be with me ever again? Do you love me? Do you need me like I need you?
Yeah. But I needed the Roxy's too.
Oh, yeah, sure.
I needed the Roxy's not together.
I'm really keeping from dying and dying with you, dying without you. true. And that's the only thing you're having fun because we've seen pictures of you having a great time. I love you. You know.
was having a great time.
You.
On stage.
No, I'm not just on stage, backstage, at bars, smiling at people, girls, all the stuff. Like,
Well, they're gonna come
you
around.
can make clubs.
They're gonna come around, of course, man.
It's okay to me. It's fun. It's great. I love you.
Jeez.
I love you. You are like, okay. Do you love me? Do you still love me?
Yes.
Wow.
Okay. I will do anything.
Stop proceeding.
Wow.
You want a divorce? Let's get a divorce.
If you want one,
If you said, I don't know, let's get a divorce.
that means I don't know if we should have one.
Let's get
What do you think?
a divorce.
Or what do you think we should do? So you're 100%. 50%.
I'm 100%.
That we should.
Yes.
That's not just a question.
That doesn't mean we can't see each other.
Okay.
I mean, if
So then why did you say
don't-
stop the
If you
proceeding?
don't surround
No, yeah. Let people see.
a temporary restraining order,
You're right. You
No.
wanted divorce.
nobody's telling me.
Okay. No, you told me.
We're on the road.
You told me what you wanted. You wanted divorce.
You're
And
not
that's what
gonna-
I came to figure
You're
out.
not going to call your lawyers and say, stop the process. I don't want a divorce. You're not going to do that.
No, you need to. Not if, especially if you want. If you.
Okay, I don't want a divorce.
You don't?
No.
How, which one? How do I know which one?
I don't want a divorce. I never wanted a fucking divorce. I
Really?
never wanted a divorce. I didn't want you to fucking go to Coachella without fucking talking to me. Because I left you because you were fucking, you fucking haymakered me, man. You came around the bed to fucking start punching on me. Why? I love you. I love you.
God.
I've done nothing but live with a broken fucking heart. Broken fucking heart.
Okay, I'm sorry. I gotta pause this because this is getting ridiculous. Okay, why does this feel like it's like they're in the middle of auditioning for a dramatic romance movie? You know what I mean? Like, what the hell is this? What the hell is this? Oh my God. It's almost like they're getting off on it. Like they feed off of each other's drama, the energy of that toxic drama. They like it. It seems as if like that, but this is weird, y'all. Yeah, Linda on Facebook. Yeah, it's like Fatal Attraction. The hell is this? What the hell am I watching? What the hell am I listening to right now? You know, he's like, I don't want nothing to do with you, but I love you. You know what I mean? It's weird. To me, it's weird, y'all. Toxic as hell. Toxic as hell. Toxic, toxic, toxic. All right. I was trying to get Lativia. Yes. Toxic AF. What is this? Like, this is a soap opera. I can't be with you, but I can't live without you. You know what I mean? I don't know why that came out Irish or whatever, but you know what I'm saying, okay? You know? What the hell? What the hell? This is a true toxic relationship. He's only telling her what she wants to hear so he can get away from the situation. That's another one. Katie Webster on Facebook as well. That could very well be it too, that he's just trying to say what he needs to say so he can kick rocks and get away from her without her like unleashing the beast, you know, releasing the Kraken on him. That could be it too. He could be doing that out of fear, or he could really be doing this because he really wants to He even says, I love you. You've destroyed me. You know what I mean? But then again, he could very well be doing what Nerd just said as well, in agreement with everybody else. He could be trying to just appease her so he can just like slip away in the night, leave amicably, we must part ways, but I still love you. You know what I mean? You are my life, my love, but we must part ways. I cannot be with you. That's kind of what the vibe is I'm getting from your Facebook user says, Pascal, this is what happens. I've been there. I'm a survivor. No more toxic relationships for me. I'm cool off that. Let me tell you, I feel you. I feel like we've all gone in and been in a relationship that was toxic. Maybe, obviously, God forbid if any of us lost a finger because of that relationship. But we all have been in a relationship that was not so great, right? And you still stuck around for whatever reason you stuck around for. But I'm telling you, there's better people out there. Trust me, there are so many wonderful people out there that will treat you with respect, treat you with love, and won't cut off your damn finger. But let's continue on with this. Dang. Allegedly.
That I love and I trust you.
In past tense.
I'm talking about then. I gave you everything I could do. I did everything I could do to make you happy. It wasn't enough. You don't want to be happy. You're mad.
I wanted you. I wanted to have my voice speaking. I want to be able to talk to you. I thought you'd get clean and sober and it would fix a lot of our problems.
I'm never getting clean.
I know. There's so many more problems will be hard.
Well, you can deal with them or not.
Like yesterday, our conversations were going so much better, and then they deteriorated. Like today, they're so bad today, and it would have.
I woke up beautifully.
And think the more you use the drink, the harder it can get. The harder it is when you use a drink. Like look today, how much up and down and violent and sideways it is.
No, you have no understanding about that. You really are naive.
I am.
Because
but I do love you.
Booze does not make me.
But I do love you.
Booze does not make me crazy.
I do.
Drugs do not make me crazy.
I do love you.
Tolerance of a fucking battleship.
I know.
And here's the deal.
But it got so much worse
you
today.
You make me crazy. And the reason that I drank so much, you go, why do you drink so much? Why do you drink all the time? Why do you do this? Why do you do that? It was because of you. Yes.
You heard that, right? He says, why do you drink so what you keep on asking me why you drink so much? Why you drink so much? It is because of you. And this is exactly what I was trying to say to you guys a few weeks ago in the middle of this trial. We sat down. We're going to finish it. There's only 3 minutes left of this audio, but it's fascinating because he's basically saying, hey, you're the one who drugged me down into this deep pit of depression and alcohol abuse or addiction. He was doing just fine before she wrote in. His town was doing just fine till the woman in black came riding in on a white horse. Real talk. And then effed up the town, mucked it up. Okay? He was doing just fine. And he's saying, hey, this is why. But I will say this though, too. It takes two, like in the relationship, it takes two to stir the pot and make things bad. It is on him to stay in that situation, to stay in that relationship as well. So he can't only just blame her. His addictions are his addictions. But if she triggered him, that could be it too. But it takes two. It's not all only on her. It's also on him. Let's be completely fair here. Let's be completely fair. Okay? But it is interesting that he says, oh yeah, I'm drinking because of you. You're destroying my life. You came in and you you tore my whole life apart, and I can't do it anymore. This is why I've dragged myself to the bottle or whatever, right? But obviously, a toxic relationship can do a lot of crazy things. And I think it's not only on her, it's on him too. They're both toxic people. They both did very messed up things to each other, period. Just one was more vicious than the other, in my personal opinion. Like I said, it's not like he just sat there and just took all the beatings and didn't do things that maybe were not good for the relationship as well. He is not perfect either. But I do truly believe he did not do the things that she described so graphically on the stand. Those things I think are not true. But I do think that his addiction, his substance abuse, his alcohol abuse was a huge problem in their relationship, for sure. But that does not justify his career getting destroyed by an op-ed or her going out here telling these stories that are not true. He doesn't deserve that. He deserves therapy. He deserves a 12-step program. You see what I'm saying?
It's my fault you drink. Okay.
It's not your fault. It's just, that's why I did it.
But it got so much worse.
Because I couldn't stand the fucking haranguing at all times.
The
Anything you could
like
say
today,
to me.
I didn't harangue you today about it, but you're still drinking nonetheless.
Anything you could harangue me about. Anything you could make me feel
And
smaller about.
I don't want you to keep fighting with me about everything I did wrong in the relationship. I know what I
like
mean.
my car.
I know you. I don't want you to
Yeah,
say,
yeah,
I don't want
my
to
car.
fight. You want to fight. That's the thing I'm talking about. Is you say you don't want to fight, but you look at this. I'm saying nothing but I love you, and how do we solve this? How do we fix this? All you're doing is picking apart things that we've said, nitpicking, things you do wrong. All you're doing is throwing blame at me. You did this, you did that.
I'm sorry that my mind works that way.
Stop
But
it.
you did say
But
last
stop
night.
it.
You did
Stop it.
say-
Stop the blame. Stop the nitpicking.
What?
Stop the fighting. I don't
Admit
wanna
what
fight.
you said.
I don't want to fight with you.
Admit what
I
you
don't
said.
wanna fight
Admit
with
what you said.
I don't want to fight with you.
Admit what you
I
said.
don't want to fight with you. I don't want to fight with you. I was telling you I love you. It's all. I
It's not a
refuse
fight.
to fight. I'm not going to fight with you about a fight.
It's not a fight.
I'm not going to fight with you.
Admit what you said.
I'm not going to fight with you. All I can say is I love
You can't
you.
do it.
All I'm going to say is I love
You
you.
can't.
All I'm going to do is say is I love you.
Because you're a pussy.
All I'm going
You
to do
can't
is
say
say I love you.
You can't
All
admit
I'm
what
going to
you
do
said last
is
night.
say I love you. All I'm going to do is say I love you, and I don't and will not
But you're not
sit there and argue with you about the minutia of one of the million fights we had, one of the lines of a million. Do you think I'm pulling out the things you said to me last night right now? No, because it's worthless. In the big picture, the big scheme of things, it does nothing but hurt us. And why? Because the coke and booze doesn't make it easier for you to see how clearly that is.
You gotta stop with coke
All the coke
Because you're wrong.
all the coke you've done today and all the booze you've drank today.
By the way,
Has it helped you? Has it helped us?
just got the coke
Has it helped us?
today.
Yeah, I know, because yesterday you were 1,000 times better.
Right.
Yesterday, were we in this? No. Yesterday, did you think it was important to fight about the minutia of one line of one of our million of
Yesterday, I
Checked
didn't
out.
know about Elliot Spitz.
Yesterday, you were fine.
And that makes me
Even
so
then.
sick.
Even
so
then.
sick. Because
What, you were fucking Michelle? Hypocrite.
have a look
Hypocrite. Hypocrite.
Have a look at her
Hypocrite.
and have a look at him.
Hypocrite. Hypocrite.
Hypocrite, get out.
I'm getting
Yeah, kick rocks. Come on.
You're doing me shit.
Hypocrite, you are a leftover fucking over the hill stripper.
Johnny really loves to use his words. Let me just say that. Wow. I'm gonna roll that back because that was savage. Hold on. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Savage.
Leftover fucking. You're a
Thank you. You're fucking showing you're doing me shit.
hypocrite. You're a fucking. You are a leftover fucking over the hill stripper. And that's all you'll ever be.
Woo!
In this industry, all you've done, I can't clear that. You're recording.
Yeah, I am. Go.
Hi, I'd like to say hello to David and Paige and say that I love you and I'm sorry this didn't work.
Okay. Wow. But she was recording that, y'all. He caught her. He was like, yo, and you're recording this. And she says, I am now, which was a full-on lie. Because she had been recording for damn near a half hour. Okay. But he called her an over the hill. What did he say? An over the hill. A washed up over the hill stripper, I think. Didn't he just say something like that? Man, somebody just wrote it out. Yeah, like over the hill, a washed up over the hill, a leftover. Thank you. A leftover over over the hill stripper. Man. And that she's washed up and she'll never work again. That can never get work again. That's some savagery. I will say that. That is some savagery indeed. Okay. But hey, they were arguing. Clearly, that's the relationship that they have. They talk, they call each other names. He is very interesting with his words. Remember Flashy Fish Market? Come on down to Amber's Flashy Fish Market. You know what I'm saying? So that could very well be just how he talks. You know what I mean? What does that mean? Explain, please. Me, Queen. Let me I think he's basically trying to say that she's used up and that she's been around. Okay. Been around the world and you know what I'm saying? But she's smashing dudes and chicas. You know what I'm saying? She out her. Okay. And yeah, he said what he said. He said what he said. Sid Dave, thank you so much for the 2. She will have to open an OnlyFans account soon. Facts. You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if she does. Watch. Let me just say this, guys. And I mean, I'm wondering. I'm still wondering where you guys, sit. Okay. I wonder where you guys sit on this, James. Wow. Yeah. Well, man. Yeah. I'm still wondering where you guys sit on this, like what your thoughts are on this. Do you think that Johnny Depp had a strong argument in the trial, or do you think Amber Heard had a stronger argument? I saw Mark S. Make a comment way before we started this thing, okay, saying something along the lines of, I think the jury was deliberating longer so it could justify them voting or, letting Amber walk away with the W. And I don't think that. I mean, it's an interesting theory, but I don't think that. I think that there's a lot of technical jargon. There's a lot of things that was written in black and white that I think they have to still figure out. But you also got to remember, though, too, they were off Monday. No one was in a courtroom on Monday. We didn't have a show on Monday. It was Memorial Day weekend. It was Memorial Day. So we didn't do any show. There was no trial. So they didn't get into the room to deliberate. They deliberated on Friday after the closing arguments. They delivered yesterday and it deliberated today. A few hours, if you really think about it. I think somebody said something along the lines of 13 hours collectively. I could be wrong. I could be off a couple hours. But if you really think about it, not a whole lot of hours were spent in deliberation. So you never know. They might have walked out unanimously thinking one side and just were going through the questionnaire going, we need to make sure that we cross the T's and dot the lowercase J's. Real talk. Mega Million 1920, thank you so much for the $2. $2 to the Flappy Fish Market Fund. I'm done. You know, come on down. Come on down to Amber's Flappy Fish Market. You know, what you see is what you get. Sid Dave, thank you so much again for the $5. Women who falsely accuse men of rape should be serving time in prison. You can't ruin someone's life like that. AH is lucky it is civil, not criminal. You know, I'm gonna leave that up here for a second. Flashy Fish Market. So here it is, Sid. I agree. I think that when it comes to someone having the audacity to make an accusation like that, I do think that they should be looking down the barrel of time in prison. They should be looking at that. If they're able to prove without a shadow of a doubt that that person is full on lying, because it is very hard to prove perjury. In this case, in Amber's case, it's very easy. Let's just be real. It's very easy, in my personal opinion, to find that she was committing perjury. She committed perjury in England, which she's being under investigation for. She's being under investigation for perjury in Australia because she lied over there as well. And there's a possibility now that she could be facing perjury charges for this particular trial. Why? Because she's lying in 4K. She was lying in 4K. Okay? Now, I do find it very interesting, like what Sid just said here. Any person that was falsely accusing somebody of doing something bad, something along the lines of the R word or SA or SV or DV, any of those things, absolutely should be looking at time in prison. That's just what I think. It should be a criminal charge. That's what I think. It shouldn't just be like wagging your finger at them like, oh, don't you do that again, girl. Don't you do that again. No, it should be held just as seriously as the person that was accused of doing said thing to that person. Abso-freaking-lutely. In fact, I feel like they should be looking at the same amount of time as the person that they accused of doing said vicious act. Really. That's how it should be, but it's not going to be like that, unfortunately. We don't live in these streets. The world doesn't work like that, unfortunately, Sid. Shoot, you know, we got people who are getting so many people that are going out here running around shooting and killing people and doing all this crazy stuff. They go into they get locked up and they get spat out 2 days later. I mean, they go in for a weekend and they're back out in the streets to rummage and pillage and do all kinds of crazy things all over again. We see it countless times. I see it in the news almost every single day. So there's a lot of things the justice system needs to work on. And that part, I really do think that there's something about this. Somebody out here making those accusations, as much as not only just public ridicule that man or that person gets, okay? The person who's making that false accusation should be held accountable as well. But we'll see what happens. Yes, Dorna, we do know that the verdict is in. It's going to be in about 30 minutes. Actually, let me fix that. So, because I know everybody's coming in going, oh, it's in 30. The verdict is in. Yes, we got fix that live. Verdict is in. The announcement is in 30 minutes, y'all. So we're here. We're just shooting the ish till it's time. You know what I'm saying? Going over some things that we've seen as of late. Okay. You heard that audio. It's insane. Excuse me. It's absolutely insane, that audio. And for me, I'm going, why would anybody want to go out of their way to meet up with the person that they have a temporary restraining order on just to have a conversation? But it didn't make sense for Johnny to be like, yo, tell your people to leave me alone. Tell them to stop. Please. Tell them to let off. Let me live my life. You go your way, I will go mine. But she didn't want to let up. I don't know why he turned into the main target like that. She got his money. She got what she needed. She didn't need to do any more of that stuff to him. But unfortunately, she continued. And now we're here. Oh, this is what I was going to pull up. Yeah, I wanted to pull this up too. Now, this is from yesterday, but I thought this was interesting as well. And it says right here, Amber Heard could be jailed if evidence proves she was lying under oath. And the funny thing is yes, lying under oath, there's proof of it. Yo, there's proof of it, okay? We've already seen it. She was lying consistently on the stage or on the stand. Lying consistently, y'all. And there's a possibility that she could see the inside of a jail cell because of her consistent lying. Okay, so let's just take a look at this, a little bit of this article, okay? So now they're saying that Amber Heard could face jail if possible pieces of evidence prove that she was lying under oath during the defamation trial against Johnny Depp. Now, defamation lawyer Aaron Mink warned that if that same is proven, it could potentially lead to a criminal prosecution and jail time for the 36-year-old actress. It's crazy. So let's hear what Mink had to say. He says this: I think that as the case goes on and we start seeing more and more objective evidence that she is lying about things under oath, that's when it starts crossing the line into the possibility that she's fabricating evidence, fabricating photos, fabricating bruises, altering evidence, and then submitting it. So they're literally even looking at this and saying, hey, there are, because you already had guys coming in, metadata experts going through her content, looking at all the stuff that she submitted into trial, and they were literally showing that those things were altered. They were tampered with. They were fake. In an attempt, literally an attempt, to try to make this man look like he's done all these things that these guys, these experts have gone through and said these are not true. Then you also got to remember this too. You also got to remember this as well. She went on the stand under oath and recanted stories that we all know aren't true. We all know that have been altered. We all know that have been chopped up and screwed. We all know that. Even the lawyers know this. That's the reason why you heard a story about Elaine crying in the bathroom after the closing arguments, because she already knows that they did a sloppy ass job and it would take a stroke of a miracle for Amber Heard to walk away with the W. Like I said, if she walks away winning, I will be absolutely surprised. Personally, I will be absolutely 110% floored. Why, you may ask? Because look at the evidence that was put out there. Look at how they presented, how Team Heard, excuse me, how Team Heard submitted their information. Look at how their presentation was. And I'm not sitting here saying that Johnny Depp's presentation was just like a shiny disco ball, right? No. His wasn't absolutely perfect either. But you had people who came in person and spoke on behalf of Johnny Depp, spoke passionately on behalf of Johnny Depp. Expert witnesses that came in that were actually experts. Really. They were really experts. Unlike Team Heard. Team Heard was like birdshot. Just like how Elaine closed out her closing arguments. She was just like her. Their argument was It was y'all. All over the place. Not concise, not well spoken, not well thought out. Frantic and sloppy. So you see those two things. And just like that, Amber Heard's testimony was exactly as such. Her energy did exactly what it needed to do. It encompassed the entire Team Heard. She was sloppy, therefore everybody else that was around her was sloppy as well. Let's look at at one of her expert witnesses, Dr. Hughes, one of her very few that she brought in. Do you think that she was concise? Do you think that what she said was solid? Don't worry, I'll wait. Just like I said, all of it was very sloppy. All of it. Now, I see something that they're showing right now. And actually, I want to see if I can find it because we got about 20 more minutes until the actual verdict is announced. But I wanted to show you guys this. Let's see. I just want to show you guys just a little bit of Elaine and her closing arguments. I know not all of us want to see this ish, but hey, let's take a look at this because I think it's worth it.
I'm going to go really fast and try to go as quick as I can so that you can get a break from us and go make your decision. I know you're probably itching to do it at this point.
No doubt.
But this is very important to us, and we appreciate your listening, and we appreciate your being here.
Oh.
I'm going to stay on this slide for a moment, and there's something that's very important on this slide that hasn't been brought to your attention by Mr. Depp's team. When you see the actual damages, go down to the last paragraph, if you will. It says, Mr. Depp cannot recover damages for any harm that occurred after November 2, 2020. Do you all see that? So what Mr. Depp's team got up here and told you through Mr. Chu this morning has nothing to do with this case. He had his chance in the UK. The lawsuit was filed June 2018, 6 months before the op-ed. The trial was July 2020. The process ended, according to Mr. Marks, their expert, on November 2, 2020. And his damages stopped then. He can't get reputational damages. He can't get his legacy back for his children. He can't get anything after that day from you. You can't restore his reputation. You can't give him anything. They didn't tell you that, but the court told you that. And that's a very, very important thing here. He told his story. He had his opportunities. He had his full opportunities to do all of that. And he came in here and lied to you and said he's here to get his reputation back.
And then it goes off.
We didn't get the first police officer.
And then it starts going off the rails. Here we go.
So we'll rough up the place and make a second one. You'll see that they're like 8 minutes.
In the next 60 seconds, I'm going to show you how to naturally
lower your blood sugar. Yeah. Boom, off the rails.
Up there, but it took 2 hours to dispatch the 2 different ones, and Amber never even had any idea that the second one was coming.
Wow, they really are trying to make some money off this video. Wow, back to back like that.
First ones come, and we've talked about it. We've shown you the pictures. The police officers admitted that those pictures could very much have been what was there that night. Remember, Officer Haddon, it was his first week on the job. Officer Science was three years on the job at that point. They say, they tell Josh that if she will press charges, if she'll give a name, we can file a report and make an arrest.
I'm still trying to figure out what her whole motive was to come up here and like rehash 6 weeks of testimonies and trial. She went up here and just started just all over, just defecating on the microphone. Like, it's bad. Okay? It's bad. And that jury had to sit through that ish. Candace, thank you so much for the 10 Canadian. I appreciate it. Where's the rum? Pirate Party cocktail, coconut rum, pink lemonade, and a dash of pineapple juice. Thank me after the verdict comes in. Yes, I agree. I could really use one. Well, not really. I'm dealing with I'm sick right now, y'all. And no, it's not the vid, but it's not the Rona. It's not the Rona. But I got a really bad head cold. But yes, y'all could do that. Get your cocktails going and all that good stuff. Me, I'm drinking chicken noodle soup and trying to stay together. Okay. Real talk, because I am on the struggle bus today. Okay. But I'm here for it. I am here for the verdict. I'm here for the news. And from what I see right now, I'm going to edit this really quick so we know, do a little countdown. Doing a little countdown for you guys. We're a little over 15 more minutes till the verdict comes in, or at least until the jury comes back in. They sit down, they do all their due diligence bull, and then they get into telling what the verdict is, okay, to the announcement. So we're 15 minutes away, okay? All right. So, yes. Katerzina. Hopefully I said that right. Katerzina. I'm dying. Elaine defecating on the mic all over the place. Love you, Pascal. Love you too. I'm glad you enjoyed that. Okay. But yes. So we're still waiting. We're still waiting to hear some more information. But like this woman, and I'm only going to show a little bit of this. I'm not going to show the whole thing. But you can clearly see that this woman is like just like birdshot. She's everywhere. And she is struggling to try to get all the information out of like play by play. And the jury doesn't give a damn. The jury wants out. The jury wants to be set free. They're like Amistad up in this biznae. Give us a free. Give us a free. They want out. They don't want to be here. They want to be out. They want to do their verdict and kick rocks, which it looks like they are going to have the information here very, very soon. 14 minutes and counting. And I cannot wait for the verdict to come out. We got a $10 super chat. Thank you so much, Kelly Jackson. Thanks to you, Pascal, and all of you in the chat. It was fun. May Christ follow you and your wife all the days of your life. You are appreciated. Get well. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. I've just been I've been working, going hard in the paint with work and all that since the wedding, even before the wedding, up until yesterday, where my whole body just said, nope, Pascal, you ain't gonna do nothing. You're gonna sit right here. You're gonna lay right here on this couch. You ain't gonna do a damn thing. So that's exactly what happened to me. So I appreciate the $10 super chat, and I really do appreciate the support. But let's take a look and listen to a little bit more of her ramble. It's just hilarious to me. It's just hilarious.
He wouldn't do it. You did hear from Detective Sandanaga. That's the domestic violence.
Thank you, Gina, for the $10 Cash App. I really do appreciate it. And also, thank you, Anthony, for the $5 for the $5 Cash App. I really do appreciate it. Yes, I will be making a hot toddy here very, very soon. Trust and believe.
Officer told him, she'll give a name, we'll make an arrest. He definitely said that. But in any event, she would not cooperate. She didn't want to, but Detective Sandanaga, their domestic relations or domestic violence person, said they should have done an incident report no matter what, even if they decided there wasn't a crime. Because domestic violence, it has the cycles. They come back, and it's good to have the record for the next time that it might happen. So she said they should have under the circumstances, even if they didn't. And she also said that when they put verbal dispute only in those calls, it is a code that they use, and you'll see that it's twice on that call report. So they to say that's why we didn't write a report. But in any event, whether the police officers, forgot about it 2 months later when they were first asked about it, whether they just decided she's never going to press charges, and you'll see on the call report they're insisting that to the second set, it doesn't make any difference. The point is, this is still false. This statement is still false because Amber did everything but try to press charges against Johnny Depp. So they go away. And the testimony is that Josh and Amber and Rocky cleaned up because they have dogs. So they cleaned up a lot of the glass and the wine and those types. They had no idea the second police officers were coming by, and they certainly didn't call them, and they certainly didn't talk. They never talked to a publicist. She did talk to a lawyer who gave her advice, and that's why she wouldn't tell them, anything. She said, I'm not going to cooperate at all. So the second one's coming. You saw that. You've got the video cameras in there. You see there's no effort by them to try to get now these officers to press charges against Johnny Depp. Just the opposite. Josh Drew doesn't want to even let him in the place. They come through quickly. Everything's fine. They wave. Everything's fine. Are they trying to press charges against Johnny? No, they're not trying to do anything. They're trying to get him out of there, which makes this statement 100% false. Was it made with malice? Absolutely. There's nobody that thinks that Amber tried to press charges that night. Johnny knew that. But the other thing that's very helpful and what you should look at is Defendants Exhibits 772 and 773. Because once again, the next day, Johnny apologizes to Amber. He says in two different text messages, that 772 and 773, he says, my profound apologies in one of them, and my apologies are eternal in the other one. What is he apologizing for the next day on May 22nd if he didn't know that he did all of those things? And by the way, remember Isaac Baruch even remembers the wine in the hallway. None of the police officers remember the wine. And that's because they're busy and they got a zillion other things going, and they didn't remember this call 2 months later when they were asked about it. So that's the next one.
Okay. And you can hear, excuse me, she's all over the place. She's like birdshot, all over the place, going by bit, moment by moment, and all that. And it's disturbing, in my personal opinion. Like I said, if the jury's not looking at this, and they're not seeing that, and they're not witnessing that, and seeing that and remembering that while they are going through their decisions, I don't know what to tell you. That just says that they're not listening and they don't know what the heck is going on. Now, Amber Heard is in the courtroom right now as we speak. And I guess Johnny Depp isn't there, but let's take a look. Excuse me. And it's complete silence. So yeah, I don't think Johnny Depp is there. I think he's still in London, rocking out and having a good time. Real talk. But Rohit, thank you so much for the 5, Pascal. I hope you have a great vacation and or honeymoon with your wife. Y'all need it. Thanks for the content. I really do appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. It's been one hell of a ride. I will tell you that. It has been one hell of a ride. And it has been an absolute honor to meet all of you guys, and just being a part of this conversation, and being a part of this ride. It's been an absolute honor. We got about 8 more minutes till it all starts popping off. Oh boy, I got to tell you, Whether Johnny Depp is there or not still doesn't matter. Does not make or break what the jury decides. If the jury decides to go with Johnny, doesn't matter if he's there or not. Same thing. Excuse me. Woo, I'm struggling. Same thing. Same thing with Amber Heard. If they side with Amber Heard, it's not because Johnny Depp is not there. It's because of what the team Heard presented as what they found to be as a viable argument for team Heard. Or, in other words, Team Depp did not do their job. Just did not. Didn't do it to the they did not prove their argument solid enough, which I don't agree with. Of course, I think they did a solid job. If I had to say Team Depp or Team Heard, as far as presentation, as far as getting their point across, they passed that with flying colors. I will say that. I'm going to put in a poll. Sorry, guys, just putting this in. Yes. Okay. I got a poll going on right now as we speak. There is something else I wanted to post up here real quick because we got a couple things because it's only here for a limited time. We'll post that as well. Boom. Oh, there it is. As you can see, they're patiently waiting 6 more minutes till it all goes down. But I did want to show you guys. Excuse me. Woo! So I wanted to show you guys. So I do have merch still left over. So please go check out my merch page. We got a bunch of designs, Amber Heard, Johnny Depp themed stuff. So please check it out if you get some time. That would really, really mean a lot. Okay. And for those of y'all who are waiting, please do not forget to hit that like button down below. All right. Send it past 1K. That would really, really mean a lot. I see a bunch of y'all watching all over the place. And I know all y'all are from all over the world. So please hit that like button down below. Share this. Let people know that this is going on right now as we speak. The verdict will be out here in about, 5 minutes from now. Let's see. And then we got Lala. Thank you so much, Lala, for the 10. It has been confirmed by Law and Crime Network that Johnny is in the UK for a work commitment with Jeff Beck back. But the Amber Heard bird is supposedly going to be present for the verdict.
Closely
yes,
watched
she is
trials
there.
in years. A verdict has been reached in the libel trial of superstar Johnny Depp and his ex-wife, actress Amber Heard. The jury has spent 3 days
Big money,
weighing
Sonny.
whether Heard defamed Depp when she wrote in a 2018 op-ed in the Washington Post describing herself as a public figure representing domestic abuse. She did not name Depp in that article.
I don't blame you, Big Money.
The implication was clear and that the op-ed damaged his career.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go heat up
He also denies ever being
some tea really quick, and I will be right back. I'm going to let them play and let them do their thing, okay? But I'll be right back.
She accuses Depp of defaming her via his lawyer in statements that were made in the Daily Mail. It's a 6-week trial. The jury has been deliberating about 13 hours over the course of 3 days at the courthouse in Fairfax, Virginia. We've seen crowds. We've seen high interest, live feeds of the trial, having over 1 million viewers at any one time. You can see Johnny Depp, one of his arrivals over the course of this trial. We've got a peek inside the courtroom now. Amber Heard has made her way to listen to this verdict. Johnny Depp left the courtroom after closing arguments last week and is not expected expected to attend. So with that, we turn to Miguel Almaguer, who's been covering the case for us. And Miguel, the jurors have quite a few decisions to make. There's a counterclaim, there's the primary claim, and there's several subsections of questions underneath on this verdict form. So it's not an easy case.
That's right, Savannah. Because there's all those options, the verdict could go several different ways. It could also be a mixed verdict. First, they'll decide whether Johnny Depp defamed Amber Heard, and if Amber Heard defamed Johnny Depp, then they'll have to decide on punitive damages. As you mentioned, Johnny Depp is suing for $50 million. Amber Heard is suing for $100 million. They could decide several different ways. They will actually pick the dollar amount, the punitive damages that the other person will have to pay. So those numbers could certainly be skewed. As you mentioned, they had a lot to go through. This trial lasted 6 weeks. There was more than 100 hours of testimony. Dozens of witnesses, including celebrities like Johnny Depp's ex-girlfriend, Kate Moss, took the stand. This was a very sordid, salacious trial where we certainly saw the dirty laundry of a very private marriage gone very public. There was abuse allegations. There was mental abuse allegations, physical abuse, and we also saw many text messages in courts. We saw photos and voice recorded memos in this case. All of their dirty laundry certainly on display for the world to see here. Of course, as you mentioned, at the center of this case is that 2018 op-ed in which Amber Heard said she was a public figure representing domestic abuse. That spurred Johnny Depp's lawsuit and then Amber Heard's countersuit. Both say they lost their careers over this. There's been large crowds outside the courtroom for weeks, many of them pro Johnny Depp, cheering him as he arrived and left the courthouse every day, and jeering Amber Heard, booing her wildly as she left and also arrived every day. We haven't seen that type of audience here today, likely because, as you mentioned, we're told Johnny Depp is watching this trial from the UK, where he's been performing as a musician for the last several days. But we do expect that verdict very soon, Savannah.
All right, all eyes on the courtroom in Fairfax, Virginia court. The case filed there because the Washington Post has a printing press in Virginia, and neither Amber Heard nor Johnny Depp resides there, but have for the last 6 weeks during this trial. And as we see, it's been quite the spectacle, both in person outside the courthouse and online, as millions have tuned in to watch this at times quite salacious testimony. I want to turn to NBC News legal analyst Danny Savalos, who's here. Danny, this case really got into it. We had the audio recordings, we had the pictures, but at the center of this is a legal issue, whether or not Amber Heard defamed Johnny Depp, whether or not Johnny Depp defamed Amber Heard. And in both cases, they're public figures, which makes that case even harder to prove. Can you explain that?
There was a lot of evidence in this case. Some of it stretched the boundaries of relevance, but at its core, boiled down, these were two competing defamation cases. In other words, each party alleged that the other made a statement, a false statement, about the plaintiff on each side that caused damages. And that's what this jury has to sift through. Whether or not Amber Heard's statement in the Washington Post was about Johnny Depp, was defamatory, was it false? And then if so, if all those elements are met and Johnny Depp has the burden, Amber Heard has the burden on her counterclaims, then essentially damages are presumed and they have to write in and figure out a dollar amount, which if they have found somebody liable is going to be no easy task. There really wasn't a whole lot of evidence in this case about what the damages would be. Of course, it's entirely possible that the jury has concluded that each side gets zero. So lots of possibilities here for this jury on what is a more complicated than normal special jury verdict form.
Danny, let's listen in. I believe the judge has just entered the courtroom or the jury.
All right. Just for everybody in the gallery, reminder that this is a court of law. And regardless of the verdict, I will not tolerate any outbursts whatsoever. Okay? Thank you.
As the jury enters, the clerk will, by practice, usually hand the verdict to the judge who reads it and then hands it off to a clerk to read. In this case, it could be quite lengthy as there are 3 alleged defamatory statements in terms of Johnny Depp's lawsuit, and on the other side, several defamatory statements as well. So there could be some time. And for each of those alleged defamatory statements, there are several elements the jury had to find. So it could be a lengthy reading of the verdict. We'll see. Let's listen in.
If I could have the attorney's approach for a moment.
Oh, I'm back. Here we go. Oh, I'm back. Ooh.
All right, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, what I need you to do, I need to give the forms back to you. When you find for a defamatory statement, one or more, you need to fill out the compensatory damages. It has to be at least $1 for compensatory damages and up to whatever you feel the damages should be. And for punitive damages, you can put a 0 there, or you can fill out that as well, but I need those lines filled out, okay? All right, so if I can have you retire back to the deliberation room and do that for me, okay?
Oh my God, they're not even done yet.
Okay, Judge Karate has just admonished the jury that they need to fill out what the amount of damages would be if they have found defamatory statements. The clear implication is they have found defamation as to at least one of the statements.
So we hear back from you.
Because if they had not, there would not be the question of damages. Let's turn to legal analyst Kristen Gibbons-Fedden. She's practiced and focused on victims of sexual abuse and assault. She previously served as a prosecutor in the Bill Cosby retrial. So you're watching this with us, Kristen, and it's interesting because I think we did get a bit of a hint there. Do you agree that if the judge is sending them back to say, you got to fill out something with regard to damages, that means in one aspect of the case, whether it's Johnny Depp's lawsuit or Amber Heard's lawsuit, they have found someone was defamed?
That's exactly right. Because the way that the jury verdict kind of flows is that if they answer yes to certain questions, then they can go on to the second question. Well, in order to even get to the compensatory damages question, they had to kind of answer yes to several questions, specifically regarding liability. And what does liability mean? Well, it means that they have most likely found that at least one of the statements, whether against Heard or whether against Depp, were defamatory. And so there has to be something. What I can only anticipate or think is that they put 0. They found liability. They found that the statement or statements were defamatory, but they said no damages. But the judge admonished them, as you mentioned, and told them to go back and actually put down a figure.
That's so interesting. Let me turn to another attorney, an entertainment attorney, Mitra Ahurian, who's perfect on this topic because the question is damages. I'm looking at the verdict form that the jurors have. And if they answered yes as to the first questions, whether or not these statements were in fact defamatory, then and only then are they asked to fill out the form and say how much compensatory damages and how much damage in terms of punitive damages. So compensatory damages are for the harm, the loss that you suffered in terms of lost wages, that kind of thing. Punitive damages to send a message. So if they left that blank, it is possible, Mitra, that they either as Kristen suggested, put 0 or didn't fill it out at all, or B, that they didn't figure out the question, in which case we could be here a while longer, no?
Yeah, that's exactly right. The interesting question is whether that number is 0 or not. And I, to be honest, am very surprised that there was a finding of defamation, which again, if we can assume that one way or the other, but the very interesting thing about this hint, so to speak, is that we really don't know which side, since we do have that countersuit. So and you alluded to the fact that the damages portion, even if it was zero or a figure would be very hard to reach in a case like this, because
Thank God for tea.
Witnesses that were and experts that were speaking to the damages were not clear, and the numbers that they came up with were very speculative, and their analysis even canceled one another out to some degree. So if I were a jury trying to figure out damages, if it was going to be something beyond zero,
crazy,
I would have trouble.
This
so
is crazy.
We may be here a while if they're
Hit that
trying
like
to come
button.
up with an actual number.
Damn, that sucks.
Let me turn to Danny Savalos on that, because you hinted about that before
Hit
we
that
even
like button,
went to
y'all.
the courtroom live, that there hadn't been exhaustive testimony about the level of damages here. And one reason is because both sides say this really isn't about the money. This is about clearing Johnny Depp's good name, according to his lawyers for Amber Heard. It's the same, it has the same motivation. And they kind of threw these numbers up, they're pie in the sky numbers. $50 million is what Johnny Depp is asking for. Her counterclaim asks for $100 million. So what do you make of what we just heard in terms of the jurors not having filled out or perhaps written down zero on the damages portion of the verdict sheet?
There are a couple inferences we can draw right now. First, we can assume, I think, that the jury just didn't forget to fill out this form. I'm looking at the special verdict form right now, and it clearly states that if you find defamation, the next thing you have to do is enter first compensatory damages, and then below that is punitive damages. So let's assume for now they didn't just oversight, it wasn't a mistake and they forgot to do it. If that's the case, they shouldn't be back in that jury room for very long at all. If they meant to send a message with nothing or a zero, then they may come back and award $5. But, because we're in civil court, a finding of defamation, a finding of liability, and an award of $0 is really the same as a defense verdict. It has the same net outcome. We're not in criminal court. Nobody's going to get a criminal record. So this may be a case where the jury is saying a pox on both your houses if they're finding defamation on both sides and awarding $0. But we don't know that yet. It's entirely possible that this is only a problem as to one of the parties, and they found defamation and awarded significant damages or rendered a defense verdict for the other party. We don't know which party for whom they didn't fill out the form. But I expect, going to find out pretty quickly, because if it was just a mistake of putting in zero, then they can go back in there and award $1, $5, or some other nominal sum.
Just to be really clear, Danny, do you know whether in Virginia law a jury can award zero? I mean, this is getting down to the nitty gritty, but if they had just left it blank, that would not be acceptable for the judge. If they had written in zero, would that be an acceptable verdict in terms of damages, or does the law require them to award some nominal amount?
The jury was instructed in the jury instructions that there was a presumption of damages if they find defamation. But my memory, and going back what we just saw, I seem to think the judge said the word blank. I could be wrong. We'll have to go back and look at the transcript. But I'm not aware that there is any rule that requires an amount of $1 or above. I expect there would have been an instruction to that effect, and I don't see that in the jury instructions. However, I mean, if they did write zero, then technically that's not really an award of damages. But again, I go back to, I think they might have left it blank, and in doing so, I'm inferring that they may have been sending a message, finding defamation, and then just leaving it blank. Because when you look at that special verdict form, you can't miss this page. This is not something that you would be flipping through and miss accidentally because it's just so voluminous.
No.
The jury instructions were many pages. The special verdict form was not. So simply anybody could have seen that. They didn't miss it. They were sending some kind of message. What that message is, I think we're about to find out.
We are. I'm holding up the verdict form. It's right here. Just 2 questions, and you're right. You can't miss it. So we'll see if they go back, do their homework. And it may well be that the lawyers are aware at this point what the verdict is.
Okay, so this is some crazy stuff. And the thing is that at the end of it, in that blank spot, they're supposed to put in the amount, and they didn't put them any amount. In my mind, I'm thinking that they're saying nothing. Like they're just getting their whoever they are siding with, they're just getting their rep back. They're getting their clout back. You know what I mean? And saying, F it. He doesn't need any money. Or she doesn't need any money. None of these people need any money. You know what I'm saying? But that's crazy that now we're basically sitting and waiting. We're now sitting and waiting. Who would have thunk? Who would have thunk that was going to happen? That is just wild. Man. I think what's going to happen is I think Johnny Depp won. That's my assumption. I think that he won, and they're saying, he even said in the I think it was Ben Chu said in his opening statements, he even said himself, he's like, something along the lines, I don't remember what he said exactly, but he said, hey, even if it's just $1, we don't even care as long as Johnny Depp gets his rep back. So if they are putting that in there saying like it's blank, like they don't want to give him anything, that could very well be an indication that maybe they're siding with Johnny Depp, and that maybe Amber Heard doesn't need to give them any money. But this also could mean that, but it could also go on the other side. It could also be Amber Heard wins and Johnny Depp doesn't have to give her anything except for like $1, because he's already given her $7 million that she's using on her lawyers. So that could very well be it too. So I don't know. I think that this is a very interesting turn of events for real. This is a huge turn of events. And hopefully they're not in there for another hour. Hopefully they were like, whoops, our bad. We missed that. Or, oh, we forgot to put that in. Let's just do that really quick. $5. Boom. You know what I mean? And be done with it. Patty on Facebook said the jurors probably think both are toxic and this trial wasted their time and zero money for both of them. That could very well be it as well. That's basically what I'm trying to say. Like the amount of privilege that they already have, the amount of money, the living their life like it's golden. They're already doing all that ish. They're already doing that. So why even lose? Why make them spend or gain millions of bags? Why? You see what I'm saying? So I think that's what's going on here. That's why I really do think that's going on here. So we'll see, and I think Patty may be right on that. They might be like, yo, we don't want none of them to have anything. We just want them to go home, seek therapy, maybe find God if they're looking for something like that, and kick rocks. But we don't know anything yet. This is wild, y'all. Let me see what other channels are saying right now. This is what Law and Crime is saying right now too. Let me share that with y'all.
About face, we were expecting this thing to be announced at 3 p.m. Eastern time.
Whoops. I got two things going on at the same damn time. Hold on. Whoops. Try that again.
To them, there have been plenty of moments in this trial that were comical, despite the very serious.
This has been one hell of a ride. I will
discussed.
tell you that. This whole trial has been absolutely wild.
And they have become stars in their own right. They've become almost legal superstars. So they've become celebrities. There have been times out here when they've left court where I actually felt a little bit concerned because I felt like even.
Cut right to it. Okay, man. Cut right to it. And yeah, it's not me, it's them. That's why it's all fuzzy and weird like that. So I don't know why it's like that, to be real. But that was quick though. That was pretty quick. They're coming back. So we will find out. We will find out right now. Who's walking away with the W and who not. And the thing is that it may not be 100. He may not get 50 mil. She may not get 100 mil. It may just be $10. You never know. It may be $1. But at the end of the day, they will still walk away feeling vindicated. One of them will, at least. They will feel vindicated. They will feel like they got justice and they got their name back, whichever side they decide to jump on. Real talk. But real quick, let me see something here real quick. Let me see what this says. Nope. They're just doing that too. This is just a shot inside of the courtroom as everyone sits and patiently waits. I'm wondering if the DUI guy's in there. Or the Runkle guy as well. But we are here, ready to find out what the hell is going on and what is the truth. And hopefully the internet will be better over there so we can actually see what's going down. Okay? Yeah, sidecar Tommy, like what the hell, bruh? Like I was ready. Because this means it's an end of a journey. You know, it's closing a book on this story. And then we'll be, I'll be back with another story a couple hours later. But yeah, man, this is Nuck and Foots, okay? Facts, Mark has. Right. Here we go. Judge is back. Come on, man. Okay, good. Do not give me. Let me just. All right, hold up, guys. I'm sorry, but I am. See, why is you see that NBC sleeping? NBC sleeping. There we go. Jury's back in. All right. But that is facts, Mark S. Never sleep on Amber's side. You just never know. You know what I mean? The more you know. Da-na-na-na. Anyway, let's go. And, of course, I want to see this poll here really quick before we hop all the way in.
I've got a quick question.
Where is it? There it is. So far, 96% of you guys out of 942 votes now on the poll that I posted up above before they make their final verdict. Who do you think is going to win? Team Depp is 96%.
Right. Mr.
And
Foreperson,
Team Heard,
is this the
4%.
verdict of the jury?
Wow.
All right. Is it unanimous? Thank you, sir.
Hit that like button, y'all. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Okay? Looks like they crossed the T's and dotted the lowercase J's. So now.
In civil case number CL 2019-2911, Mr. Depp's claim against Ms. Heard. 1. As to the statement appearing in the online op-ed entitled, Amber Heard, I spoke up against sexual violence and faced our culture's wrath. That has to change. In the Washington Post online edition, quote, I spoke up against sexual violence and faced our culture's wrath. That has to change, end quote. Do you find that Mr. Depp has proven all the elements of defamation? Answer, yes.
Boom. Boom.
Has Mr. Depp proven by a greater weight of the evidence that question, the statement was made or published by Ms. Heard? Answer, yes.
Boom.
Question, the statement was about Mr. Depp? Answer, yes.
Boom.
Question, the statement was false? Answer, yes. Question, the statement has a defamatory implication about Mr. Depp? Answer, yes.
Bruh.
Question, the defamatory implication was designed and intended by Ms. Heard? Answer, yes.
Boom.
Question, due to circumstances surrounding the publication of the statement, it conveyed a defamatory implication to someone who saw it other than Mr. Depp? Answer, yes.
Bruh.
Do you find that Mr. Depp has proven by clear and convincing evidence that Ms. Heard acted with actual malice? Answer, yes. 2, as to the statement appearing in the op-ed entitled A Transformative Moment for Women in the Washington Post print edition and the online op-ed, Amber Heard, I spoke up against sexual violence and faced our culture's wrath. that has to change, in the Washington Post online edition. Quote, then 2 years ago, I became a public figure representing domestic abuse, and I felt the full force of our culture's wrath for women who speak out, end quote. Do you find that Mr. Depp has proven all the elements of defamation? Answer, yes. Has Mr. Depp proven by a greater weight of the evidence that, question, the statement was made or published by Ms. Heard? Answer, yes.
I wonder if she's going to start crying.
Question, the statement
Like really
was
crying.
about Mr. Depp? Answer, yes.
Bruh.
Question, the statement was false? Answer, yes.
Oh my
Question,
God.
the statement has a defamatory implication
This can't
about
be
Mr.
real.
Depp? Answer, yes. Question, the defamatory implication was designed and intended by Ms. Heard? Answer, yes.
Wow.
Question, due to circumstances surrounding the publication of the statement, it conveyed a defamatory implication to someone who saw it other than Mr. Depp?
Wow.
Answer, yes.
Boom.
Do you find that Mr. Depp has proven by clear and convincing evidence that Ms. Heard acted with actual malice?
Yes.
Answer, yes. 3, as to the statement appearing in the op-ed entitled A Transformative Moment for Women in the Washington Post print edition and the online op-ed, Amber Heard, I spoke up against sexual violence and faced our culture's wrath. That has to change, in the Washington Post online edition. Quote, I had the rare vantage point of seeing in real time how institutions protect men accused of abuse, end quote. Do you find that Mr. Depp has proven all the elements of defamation? Answer, yes.
Thank you.
Has Mr. Depp proven by a greater weight of the evidence that, question, the statement was made or published by Ms. Heard? Answer, yes.
Yep.
Question, the statement was about Mr. Depp? Answer, yes. Question, the statement was false? Answer, yes.
Blammo.
Question, the statement has a defamatory implication about Mr. Depp? Answer, yes. Question, the defamatory implication was designed and intended by Ms. Heard? Answer, yes. Question, due to circumstances surrounding the publication of this statement, it conveyed a defamatory implication to someone who saw it other than Mr. Depp? Answer, yes. Do you find that Mr. Depp has
Y'all better
proven
hit that
by
like
clear
button.
and convincing evidence that Ms. Heard acted with actual malice? Answer, yes.
Hit that like button, y'all. Send it all the way past 1,000. Let's go.
As against Amber Heard, we, the jury, award compensatory damages in the amount of $10 million. As against Amber Heard, we, the jury, award punitive damages in the amount of $5 million.
Boom.
In civil case number CL 2019-2911, Ms. Heard's claim against Mr. Depp.
There we
1.
go.
As to this statement appearing in the April 8, 2020 online edition of the Daily Mail, quote, Amber Heard and her friends in the media use fake sexual violence allegations as both a sword and shield, depending on their needs.
Oh boy, here we go.
They have selected some of her sexual violence hoax facts as the sword, inflicting them on the public and Mr. Depp. Do you find that Ms. Heard has proven all the elements of defamation? Answer, no.
Boom.
2.
Oh my
As
God.
to this statement appearing in the April 27, 2020 online edition of the Daily Mail, quote, quite simply, this was an ambush, a hoax. They set Mr. Depp up by calling the cops, but the first attempt did not do the trick. The officers came to the penthouses, thoroughly searched and interviewed, and left after seeing no damage to face or property. So Amber and her friends spilled a little wine and roughed the place up, got their story straight under the direction of a lawyer and publicist, and then placed a second call to 911, end quote. Do you find that Ms. Heard has proven all the elements of defamation? Answer, yes.
Oh.
Has Ms. Heard proven by a greater weight of the evidence that question, Mr. Waldman, while acting as an agent for Mr. Depp, made or published the statement? Answer, yes. Question, the
Interesting.
statement was about Ms. Heard. Answer, yes. Question, the statement was seen by someone other than Ms. Heard. Answer, yes. Question, the statement was false. Answer, yes. Do you find that Ms. Heard has proven by clear and convincing evidence that the statement by Mr. Waldman was made with actual malice? Answer, yes.
Okay. Okay.
3, as to this statement appearing in the April 27th, 2020 online edition of the Daily Mail, quote, "We've reached the beginning of the end of Ms. Heard's abuse hoax against Johnny Depp," end quote. Do you find that Ms. Heard has proven all the elements of defamation? Answer, no.
Wow.
As against John
That's
C. Depp II, we, the jury, award compensatory damages in the amount of $2 million. As against John C. Depp II, we, the jury, award punitive damages in the amount of $0.
Does either side wish to have the jury polled?
Wow.
Yes, Your Honor.
$0.
Jamie?
Members of the jury, if this is your verdict, please answer yes.
Wow.
If this is not your verdict, please answer no. Juror number 6. Juror number 10.
Yes.
Juror number 15.
Yes.
Juror number 16.
Yes.
Juror number 22.
Yes.
Juror number 27. Juror number 29.
Yes.
All right, I do find that the jury's verdict is unanimous. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes your service in this case. I want to thank you again for your dedication and your hard work during this trial. And I know I speak for everybody here when I tell you that we appreciate your sacrifices and your time and your public service in this matter, okay? So I'm going to have you go back to the jury deliberation room for one more time, and then we'll release you from there, okay? All right, thank you.
Wow. Oh my God. That was fascinating as hell, y'all. That was fascinating. Johnny got justice. Johnny most definitely got justice. Okay. I got some super chats we're going to get to real quick.
All right.
And then some.
Okay. In accordance with law, I will amend the punitive damages award to the statutory cap of $350,000 on Mr. Depp's award. Okay. I will set this down for entry of an order. And can we do it on June 24th at 10 a.m. if that's available? All right.
Yes,
Mr. Chu, if you could prepare that order and then circulate it to Ms. Bretterhoff, and we can have all the objections noted on it. All right.
We'll do that, Your Honor. Thank you very much.
All right. And if I get it before that date, I'll take it off the docket. Okay. All right. Again, thank you to all the attorneys for your professionalism, and you're welcome to come to my courtroom anytime. Well, give me a few weeks, but then you can come anytime. Okay. All right. Court is adjourned.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right.
I'm going to keep this up for a little bit because we got to see what Amber Heard ends up doing, because, you know, she might try to act all crazy-ish. Okay. Amica. Wow. Now she wants to beeline. She wants to get the hell out of there. Damn right. Wow. Okay, guys. I'm sorry. I'm busy watching everybody congratulating each other, hugging. Wow. Okay. Sorry. I'm taking this all in right now, y'all. So here's the thing. Johnny Depp won. Congratulations to Johnny Depp. It's unfortunate that he wasn't able to be there, because just to feel that win in the court would have been, I'm sure, palpable. You can see it right here, the camaraderie, the love, the support. It's real. It's definitely real. There's a lot of love in there. And they've been working countless hours, countless days to get this trial together. And they did a damn good job. in my personal opinion, they did a damn good job. Amber's team did trash, as we all saw it unfold. Their argument wasn't as strong. But Johnny Depp is now vindicated. And he gets $5 million back. 5.3. I guess there's punitive damages that Amber is going to have to pay for. So if I'm correct, it's $5.3 million that's going to be handed back, eventually handed back to Johnny Depp, unless she files for an appeal, which is a very good possibility as well. So there it is. But I will say this, though. He was found
outside the courtroom where you can
guilty.
see these fans. As I said, every time a
he was found guilty. Okay. He was found guilty on a couple of those accounts, or like they were saying he did certain things, like the Waldman comment on the, to the Daily Mail. They said, okay, yes, that was made out of malice. They said certain things that he did was made out of malice, right? That was violating the defamation. But they were not sitting there saying not as bad as what Amber has done. So we are only going to punish him and say that, yeah, what he said was not good and what he did was not the right thing. But he doesn't have to pay $1, not one single cent. She still has to pay $5 million. 5.3 with, of course, with punitive damages and all that stuff. 5.3. So, what say you guys? How you feeling on this? Me, I feel like justice was served. That's what I think. I think justice was absolutely served. I got a couple super chats I want to get through here real quick. But Johnny Depp can finally get his mojo back, love. Baby. Yes. You know what I mean? He can go back to being Johnny mother effing Depp. Okay? Zoe, thank you so much for the 20. Thank you so much. Shout out to my Ray. Love you, sweetie. So shout out to Ray. Hi. Figueroa, if I'm saying that name right, hopefully. Thank you, Ray, for being a part of the show and watching the show as well. And thank you, Pascal and fam, for this experience. This has been a crazy ride. Love y'all. Yes, it has been one hell of a roller coaster ride. What a crazy ass roller coaster ride. But I was here for it. I was most definitely here for it. Okay? Most definitely. Danisha Avery, thank you so much for the $20 super chat. I feel mad for both parties. They both were toxic to one another, but she took this too far. It's bittersweet. It's a bittersweet W for JD. Maybe they both can move on with their own separate lives. That's what I'm hoping for too, but I don't think Amber's done yet. I think she's going to have an appeal, and that'll be up to the court to figure out if they want to be a part, if they want to have her go through this ish all over again. Real talk. Real talk. Hopefully it is a wrap. We are done. It is over. We don't have to deal with any of the BS no mo. But, like I said, weirder things have happened. Amika Kareem is happy. Yes. Amika Kareem and a good portion of the world is very happy right now. Everybody around the world who's been watching this through my show, through many other shows, trust me, this is a big, huge moment in time. I'm very, very happy that it's closed this way. Again, Johnny Depp didn't walk away unscathed, okay? They still said that he did a few things that were out of malice, but he still does not have to pay one single red cent. He's not the one who did all the damages, okay? He didn't do all the damages. She did. Crystal Taylor, she looks like you can buy and sell her for 1 cent. Oh my God. Yeah, I mean she did some things. Okay. Zoe, quick shout out to my mom and Sammy. Love you both much. Yes, we love you. We love you both very much. Let me get to this thing. Got some more super chats I want to get to before they all disappear, because I know everybody's very, very happy right now. For the most part, I know that there's some Team Ambers out there that are still thinking that she did no wrong. Real talk. There's still some Team Ambers out there that think that she did no wrong. Clearly, the jury said she did plenty wrong. She did plenty wrong. Hold on, I'm getting to the super chats. King Mammoth, thank you so much for the 5. Johnny Depp shot the ball. He missed it. Psych, he swished it. Absolutely. Okay? He did it. Every single last question that they answered on Amber Heard's side was a yes. She did it out of malice. She did things that were within the confines of defaming someone's name. She, yes, destroyed this man's career without a shadow of a doubt through that op-ed, which they kept reading over and over and over again. Without that, there wouldn't be a trial. There wouldn't be any of this ridiculousness. Real talk. There would not be any of this. Sorry, guys, I'm getting to the super chats. I'm just trying to find them all. You know what I mean? Because you guys are coming in hot. And I'm happy you guys are coming in hot. Manda White, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Johnny won $10,300,000. Amber won $2 million. Interesting. That's not how I saw it. But they said she has to pay him. See, this is why I'm confused. Maybe I missed something. Excuse me. But she has to pay him $5 million. She has to pay him back $5 million. So, of course, the $7 million, yes, she won $2 million then and allotted $2 million from the divorce settlement. But she still has to pay him $5.35 million. Okay. Hold on. I got a few more super chats. They out here. We got a couple more. Hold on. There it is. Denise, thank you so much for the 20. Thank you again. Thank you. My soul is happy for JD and his family. It has been awesome to witness with you and the Pascal family. You rock. Thank you. You rock. I really do appreciate it. I really do appreciate the support. Seriously. Without you guys, I wouldn't have sat through this whole entire trial. I would not have. You know what I mean? And I'm really happy, even though I'm sick as a dog right now, even though I'm sick as hell right now, I'm really happy that I jumped on when I said I was going to jump on. Because for some odd reason, there was a part of me that was like, I got to jump on. You never know. In my mind, I'm going, nah, they're not going to do the verdict today. And I'm like, nah, there's something's telling me that the verdict might come out today. So I'm with it. Big Money Sonny, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. The only thing entertaining about this trial was watching your live streams, Pascal. They are both clowns and deserve each other. Now back to watching Blow. Oh my God. Great movie, by the way. Let me just tell you that. That's a great freaking movie. And Big Money Sonny, thank you so much, man. I really do appreciate you guys watching the streams with me, because I know there's plenty of other guys you can watch it with, plenty of other lawyers within LawTube. That's what they're kind of being called right now, that are covering this trial or have covered this trial, that can sit there and explain in more technical jargon about this lawsuit and the things that are going on inside the courtroom. So I appreciate you guys having patience and watching it with me, and just going through it and just having a little bit of fun with me over this whole thing. It is pretty crazy how all this went down. Real talk, how all this went down is pretty crazy. But I'm going to play a little bit of this, because I think they're waiting for Team Depp to walk out the front doors. The bunch of fans, bunch of supporters are out here. So let's hear what they got to say.
Something that could happen in the end if she owed this kind of money and simply can't pay it. She could also try and raise money through donations, etc., from other people based on the reaction to this trial. I'm not sure that would be particularly successful. But, I think we're a little ways away from knowing exactly how much she's going to have to pay and how she's going to get that money.
Let's talk about Johnny Depp for a second, because a little bit before we found out that there was a verdict, we did confirm that he was not going to be here. There had been a lot of speculation. We know he's been playing rock shows the last 3 nights in the UK. We knew there was a possibility he'd stay there. In fact, his team confirmed he would be staying there and watching the verdict from there. Any thoughts on him not being present for the verdict?
This is not a criminal case. I think that people are sort of conflating this with a criminal trial. People say, how could he not be there? This is a civil case for damages. You could argue, okay, does he not care enough to be there? I don't know. I mean, I don't view it as particularly significant that when it comes to a verdict that could take many days, that he decided he didn't want to wait. That's really more, from my perspective, a PR issue. Than it is a legal question. And the dollars, okay, but that didn't happen.
I think.
And so.
Okay, you're back. You're back. Dan, can you hear me still?
Yeah.
Okay, so you brought up really it's more of a.
Okay, but Amanda White, mistake. Amber won $5 million. Johnny won $10 million. $350,000 after the judge dropped the compensatory from $5 million. Okay. That's very interesting. I guess I'm a little confused. I thought it was saying she has to pay him $5 million. He doesn't have to pay her a dime. But I could be absolutely wrong on that piece. There's another super chat in here. Here we go. Zoe. Guess Heard will be needing some money now. How much for the Mustang? No kidding, man. That's what I'd like to know. How much for that Mustang? I mean, I don't want to buy anything from her, but let me just be real. Here it is. Nikki Knox. Wait, isn't his 8.3 million? Yeah. He was awarded 10 million. She was awarded 2 million, which would be brought down to 8 million, which would bring it down to 8 million. Plus 350K, right? I feel like I'm missing something. Yeah, that's a good point there too. That's something I need to figure out. And I was hoping that Amanda explained it a little bit, but I'm still kind of confused. I'm still confused about the numbers. I'm really, really confused. Unless they said something, unless I missed something in that verdict, and I could have missed something in there, which is crazy. But there is something I wanted to show you guys. Really, really quick. I think this is important to see as well. The petition to remove Amber Heard from Aquaman. Remember? We got to look at that. It is right now at 4.4 million. 4.4 million signatures. It is almost at its goal, which, of course, if everybody knows about this and now that they see that she basically lost, that she's not vindicated, that she straight up lied, the numbers are going to skyrocket. It's going to hit 4.5 before the end of the day, for sure. That is still up there. 4.4 million signatures, y'all. That's a lot of people sitting there going, ew. Yeah. Real talk for Amber Heard. Real bloody talk. That's crazy. Hold on real quick. See, that's what I'm saying, Ashley. Like, that's the part that I'm confused about. How did she win that amount of money? I'm so confused. I am so bloody confused. But Rohit, judge capped one of his damages to 350 million or 350K. Sorry. That is true. That is true. We heard all that. But the way I took it as he's going to have to, from what I saw, she didn't pay anything, or he doesn't have to pay her anything. But like I said, I am obviously very, very wrong. Rena, JD posted a message on IG. Ooh, now I need to find it. Let us see what he said. But regardless, she walks out looking like a fool with her pants on the ground. And Johnny Depp is vindicated. Let's see what he says here. Johnny Depp. There we go. What? Why is this so freaking tiny? Come on, yo. All right. I'm going to fix that. Okay, so he sent a message. Johnny Depp has a message. Thank you, Rena, for the 5 and for the heads up. I really do appreciate it. So let's get in here. Let's look at this. It's got he sent out a message. So let's take a look at this. It was on IG. So here it is. 6 years ago, my life, the life of my children, the lives of those closest to me, and also the lives of the people who for many, many years have supported and believed in me were forever changed. All in a blink of an eye. False. Very serious and criminal allegations were leveled at me via the media, which triggered an endless barrage of hateful content. Although no charges were ever brought against me, it had already traveled around the world twice within a nanosecond, and it had a seismic impact on my life and my career. And 6 years later, the jury gave me my life back. I am truly humbled. My decision to pursue this case, knowing very well the height of the legal hurdles that I would be facing and the inevitable worldwide spectacle into my life, was only made after considerable thought. From the very beginning, the goal of bringing this case was to reveal the truth, regardless of the outcome. Speaking the truth was something that I owed to my children and to all those who have remained steadfast in their support of me. I feel at peace knowing that I finally accomplished that. I am and have been overwhelmed by the outpouring of love and the colossal support and kindness from around the world. I hope that my quest to have the truth be told will have helped others, men or women, who have found themselves in my situation, and that those supporting them never give up. I also hope that the position will now return to innocent until proven guilty, both within the courts and in the media. I wish to acknowledge the noble work of the judge, the jury, and the court staff, and the sheriffs who have sacrificed their own time to get to this point, and to my diligent and unwavering legal team who did an extraordinary job in helping me to share the truth. The best is yet to come, and a new chapter has finally begun. Veritas numquam perit, truth never perishes. Johnny Depp. So there it is, guys. There it is. Johnny Depp has spoken. He has said what he needed to say. And he said either he wrote that last night just in case he walked away with the W, or he wrote that really, really bloody fast. But I'm thinking he wrote that last night. Let's just be real. I think he wrote that ish last night. Okay. He most definitely wrote that last night. But he wrote that excuse me. He wrote that, and absolutely. It's a good feeling to feel vindicated. It's a good feeling to have your life back. And yes, sometimes you have to put out the ugly, all the ugly warts and all about your life, so that you can have your life back, so that you can put the truth out there, so that the truth can set you free. And that's exactly what he did. He exposed himself. He put himself out there in sometimes embarrassing, sometimes very personal and very overly revealing as well. And he did what he had to do. He did what he had to do to get to be finally vindicated and go back to his life. So that's exactly what he's about to do. He's going back to his life. Okay? He's going to go back to his life, back to his regularly scheduled program, go out crazy, do his thing. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully he's found counseling, the right kind of person that's going to help him stay sober. And hopefully he finds love, like the right kind of love, real love, not this toxic crap. But I will say this too. Amber Heard ain't done yet. She's like that arch nemesis. You think she done, but she keeps coming back. You know what I'm saying? She got that. She's like that cat that got 9 lives. You feel me? So she ain't done yet. She probably went right back into that room with her team and said, well, there's that. Now I want to file an appeal. She's gonna sit there and say, what can I do to file an appeal? That's all she's gonna do. And also we got to see what she does from this point on, what kind of level of desperation she's going to go towards to get her point across or get her story out there. That's the other part that I'm actually very interested in because, like I said, we ain't done with Amber Heard. Yeah. We ain't done with Amber Heard. I'm going to be really, really honest. Okay. So, Bunny Mom, thank you so much for the 5. The state law for punitive damages is top $350,000. So they cannot award him the $5 million for punitive, but he was awarded $10 million for damages. There we go. Really? Amber Heard released a statement too? And Bunny Mom, thank you so much for letting me know that. Okay, let's look this tweet up, shall we? Now I gotta find it. Heck, damn it. Y'all making me work. I'm just kidding. Let me find it real quick. Amber Heard. She has something to say. Let's see. Oh. Excuse me. Man, let's see here. Wow. Okay, she really did put something out. Wow. Okay, let's look at it. Let's take a look, children, okay? All right. So she put this out recently, literally. Let me show you. This is on her tweets. This is on her twits. Okay? She literally just put this out. She put this out fast. Okay, the disappointment I feel today is beyond words. I'm heartbroken that the mountain of evidence still is not enough to stand up to the disproportionate power, influence, and sway of my ex-husband. Really now? Really? Okay. Yeah, I already read Johnny's post on Instagram. I already saw that already. Okay. But let me repeat that again. This is ridiculous. Like I said, she's the arch nemesis. It's kind of like, I'm not done. You know what I mean? Next time, Gadget, next time. You know what I'm saying? So here it is. The disappointment I feel today is beyond words. I'm heartbroken that the main mountain of evidence still was not enough to stand up to the disproportionate power, influence, and sway of my ex-husband. I'm even more disappointed with what this verdict means for other women. Oh, boy. It is a setback. It sets back the clock to a time when a woman who spoke up and spoke out could be publicly shamed and humiliated. It sets back the idea that violence against women is to be taken seriously. I believe Johnny's attorneys succeeded in getting the jury to overlook the key issue of freedom of speech and ignore evidence that was so conclusive that we won in the UK. Yet the UK, by the way, might be throwing you some charges for perjury. So I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sad I lost this case, but I'm sadder still that I seem to have lost a right I thought I had as an American to speak freely and openly. Yeah. 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 Interesting. Well, here it is. Y'all didn't start throwing in freedom of speech, freedom, until the very end in your closing arguments. I will say that. So that's trash. 2, you were defaming a person. You were defaming a man and saying that he did certain things that he did not do. And it's interesting that she says the disproportionate power, influence, and sway of my ex-husband. No, he lost in UK. He lost in the UK courts because he didn't even get a chance to speak. You had the platform. You had the chance to talk and spit out lies. And the lies continue even when you were in America, even when you came here and did whatever you could in trial. You had 6 weeks, y'all. They had 6 weeks to make it right. They had 6 weeks to get their ish together. And not once did they ever have their ish together. Let's keep it real. She was lying constantly on the stand. Constantly. But here it is, though. This is somebody who is going to sit here and use this as an excuse. And I know a couple other people that like to live in that world of fantasy as well. In their fantasy of delusionment, making it seem like it's okay. Oh, it was taken from me. It was stolen. It's all fake. Or because of my husband's charisma and influence, that's why I lost. No. You had no evidence. You had no evidence that was strong enough. And then she says on here that it sets back, what does she say? Sets back the clock to a time when women who spoke up and spoke out could be publicly shamed and humiliated. You started the humiliation yourself. You created the humiliation, not the other way around. It sets back the idea that violence against women is to be taken seriously. No, violence against women should be taken seriously, and we still do to this day. This is the reason why we are on your side in the very beginning. That's why we were listening to you. That's why we believe the op-ed and the articles and all that stuff that were surrounding you. That's the reason why Johnny Depp didn't have a job anymore, why he lost Captain Jack Sparrow and all this other stuff. What the hell are you talking about? What the hell are you on? It's your job and your team's job to show up with evidence. Hard evidence. That's it. Show up with the evidence, man. Have a great argument. And bring in character witnesses that are actually solid. Not this mumbo jumbo BS that you brought onto the stand. Period. The people you need to be blaming, the people you need to be looking at, the people you should be, as you said in the very beginning, disappointed towards is your legal team. Your legal team had one job to do. They only had one job to do, which is to speak on your side, to speak about the key issues of freedom of speech, and also having hardcore evidence. Hardcore evidence. And you had none. You had audio recordings that only showed your ass, that only show that you were mistreating Johnny Depp. Sure, there were some words slung back and forth. Sure. But you cannot sit here and say that this is all because of Johnny Depp's disproportionate power, influence, and sway. Get out of here. You spent $6 million to your legal team, and your legal team had one job to do, and they failed. They had people committing perjury on the stand. They had people lying left and right. When it came to having evidence, you did not have any, except for some very questionable photos. None of your friends, except for your sister, showed up. Your father didn't even show up to speak on your behalf. Every single last person except for Whitney was a paid witness. Every single last one. And everybody else were depositions that were recorded months or years ago, because you don't rock with those people no mo. And I wonder why they don't rock with you no mo. Because they saw the true nature of who you are and that you've made lies and that you're kind of evil? Yeah, that's probably why. That's probably why. But you're right, Betty LaRue. She will never learn. She won't learn. Like I said, this reminds me of some people. There's some people out here that will sit here and as soon as they lose, they'll go, no, it was the wind. No. Just because what happened here, though, that's literally what she's doing. No. No, it was the wind. That's why I lost. I'm blaming on everyone else except my damn self. Welcome to our world. It was the wind. No. It was the wind. That's why I lost. It was the wind. That's why she's hilarious. Okay? That's why it's so damn sad. All right? And she will continue to be like that. I don't think anybody's going to be rocking with her, though. I'm going to keep it real. I don't think anybody's going to be rocking with her like that. No mo. Okay? Sorry. Anna, thank you so much for the $5. I really do appreciate it. Anna. Gosh, I can't talk. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Okay? But yeah, she might have she'll be like, I stepped on a bee. She stepped on a bee like her dog. And just like her dog, she took a dookie in the bed. Like I said, she made this bed. Speaking of beds, she made this bed. None of this would be possible. None of this, we would not be rocking with this whole trial if it didn't start with a damn op-ed. Johnny Depp asked her several times, can we do this in a copacetic way? Can we talk about this behind closed doors? It doesn't have to get nasty, Amber. Babe, it doesn't have to get crazy. It just doesn't. We could just do this on the quiet. No one needs to know. She didn't want that. She wanted to ridicule him. She wanted to destroy this man's career, which she did. Now a jury of their peers were in the room. They made a decision and they said, yes, what she did was defame this man. What she did was defamation. She is guilty of those things. She did it out of malice. She did it to try to destroy this man's career. A bunch of people came into her room and sat down and talked about it. Bunch of people. The other part I want to say too is aside from your lawyers and your team that you built, the only person that you need to blame and be disappointed in is your damn self. That's it. None of this would have happened. None of this would have happened if you didn't write that damn op-ed and make false accusations out here in these streets. That's it. Charlie Miller. Amber, you made your bed, line it, not pooping it. Yep. That's true. That is very, very true. But there it is, guys. That is the end of a quite a freaking journey, y'all. What a bloody journey, loves. What a bloody journey. But I'll tell you this, it was a privilege and an honor to be able to rock with you guys throughout this entire thing. I got to get to know a lot of really incredible people. I'm so appreciative of all you guys being a part of this. This is amazing. Yes. Yeah, thank you, Facebook user. I don't know who you are, Facebook user, but I do appreciate you putting in the comment. Yes, my head cold is a little bit better. Like I did a little hot toddy and all that, so I'm feeling a little bit better. But I foresee a nap in my future, and that's exactly what I'm about to bloody do. So I'm about to do that. But if she's still, wow, I'm gonna see. Let me see real quick before we wrap it up. I want to see something because apparently she's still. Is she in her feelings on? Let me see. On IG. Yeah, no, it's the same. It's the same post. She just put up the same post, y'all. Ain't nothing changed. She is just like I said, I don't think she's a very good person. I don't think she's a very good person at all. And I think the only way that the only proper punishment she has is that she doesn't work, that she doesn't do any more movies or TV or whatever. That's what I think. I'm not sitting here saying cancel her because she did that herself. But real talk, I don't think this is a person that deserves any accolades or any praise or any support or any respect. She straight up lied about this guy. She lied on him several times and destroyed his life for years. And now this guy can go back to being himself and hopefully find somebody to love. Real talk. Somebody to love. But anyway, guys, like I said, it was an honor and a privilege to hang with you guys on this particular trial. I am going to be covering a bunch of other trials. I'm looking into the Marilyn Manson one right now as we speak. Bill Cosby just started today in another SA trial, another SA lawsuit. Another SA trial literally started today. Some more accusations on Bill Cosby has literally just happened. Man, I'm hoping that this cold is over very soon because I hate being sick. But I'm very honored to have been able to ride this train with you guys. It's been one hell of a ride, a lot of fun, and it's been a privilege to get to know every single last one of y'all. Real talk. It's been a real freaking fun ass ride. And so for those of y'all who are watching on Facebook, please be sure to hit that follow button because I will be covering a lot of other big trials and big cases as well. For those of y'all who are watching on YouTube, Twitch, be sure to hit that subscribe button, okay? Hit that like button down below. Send those likes all the way up. Our boy Johnny is officially vindicated. He can now live his life, okay? And also Amber. However she wants to live her life, let me be real. She can start a OnlyFans for feet anytime now. And there's somebody out here that's going to want to watch it. Also, I will say this, though, too. She could literally be cast as the villain in a bunch of movies. So she could still be bankable. Because everybody, the world does not like her right now. So she could play a villain really, really well right now. Just saying. Okay? Just saying. So hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. But again, hit that subscribe button. Do not forget to check out my merch down below. It's the link down below, and it's also pinned at the top over in the chat. So please go and do that. Of course, join my Patreon because I'm going to be covering a lot of other crazy ass stories up in this biz naive. So keep your eyes open. Hit that subscribe button. Most definitely hit that notification bell so you know whenever I go live. Because I might go live later on tonight. You never know. I might feel good. You know what I'm saying? And just jump on just for ish and giggles because there's a lot to talk about, guys. Real talk. But anyway, guys, it is time to get going. I appreciate all y'all. You have been amazing. Stay blessed out there. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. And I'll see you guys in the next show. Ooh, thank you, Journey, for the $10. I really do appreciate it. Okay, can't pull it up now. I'm about to kill the show. Damn, Journey. But thank you, Journey. I appreciate it. I'll see you guys in the next show. This is the Pascal Show. Bye.